Yo. Good morning, watch people. What's up, watch people? We are going to be doing a live watch along this morning with the TraxNYC interview on PBD podcast. That's the new live, well, it may not be live, but the new interview with TraxNYC from Patrick, Bet, David. Join in the watch along here and comment in the chat. You can comment in the main chat on the on his live stream if you really want to, or we will we'll have our own little private chat here. So when this goes live, I'll just kind of fade into the background. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'll be in the chat too, doing live reaction and commentary. If you just joined us, this is the original OC channel. Smart Watch Talk for the Smart Collector. Well, it's basically just Logan. Hey, Logan. Got Bimal, who's a member, Andy Lewis, who's a member, Logan Hall, who's a member in the chat. If you want to stick around, that's cool. Or if you want to go to his site directly, his YouTube page, feel free to jump over there. I can drop the link to that once that gets rolling. Or you can just hang out and watch it here without the 100 other people that are watching it live on the Peanut Butter and Jelly broadcast channel. So hope you guys are having a great Friday, January 6th. And let's do it. Let's do it. Got Vimal says, let's go. Got Andy Lewis, who's up early in Lone Star State. Howdy, y'all. And we've got Logan Hall's Grill Streams, all three members. Good morning, OC. Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Logan. What's up, guys? Watch along, have fun, and listen, we'll get to watch it within our own little micro community rather than like seeing all these regular PBD people who don't know anything about jewelry or watches or Diamond District or anything like that. So we'll have our own little kind of concentrated viewpoint on what is going on. Hey, you got Loom Pearl. Loom Pearl's a member. Do I know you, Loom Pearl? Very nice avatar. What is that? That's pretty cool. Is that like a Omega Seamaster? What is that? Or is that a Rolex? Can't tell. Loom Pearl, who's a member, says, good morning. What's up, Loom Pearl? I got 5 people watching now. Got 5 people. Awesome. Once this fires up, I'm going to turn it over to Peanut Butter and Jelly guys, and we'll go from there. I guess if you want to jump on the panel, you can. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Let's do that. Join the panel. Hey, you can watch it from the panel if you want. Boom. I don't care. Everyone's welcome. If you want to jump on the panel and watch it with me, and if you want cameras off, want me to do cameras off? That way we can be multitasking and stuff while we're listening in to the new TraxNYC interview. He is getting to the big stage. He's making his way to the main stage. He's joining the mainstream. How will he catapult his newfound celebrity? The hell? I took a shower this morning, shaved. I got to get my hair cut, though. Logan says, we're looking forward to the PVC broadcast. Yes, PVC is an excellent material. Looking forward to learning more about it. We are now minutes away. They're late. They're actually late. I'm on their YouTube channel right now. And they're late. Yeah, you don't want to be in there with a bunch of the regular watchers. Yeah. No offense. No offense. It's better that we just hang among us, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is TraxNYC, who just 1 week ago today, blew up on social media, over 200 million views of various reels and stories posted to social media. It was the TraxNYC melee in the Diamond District, and we've covered it ad nauseum here. Loom shot of a Datejust 41. Love that shot. It's a great shot. It's a great shot. Nice shot, Loom Pearl. Yeah, 1 week ago today, and in that last week, Trax has been Trax, but now he's gonna be catapulted into the big time. He's joining the major leagues, guys. Is he going to be able to? What do you think he's going to be doing? Do you think he's going to tell his story about growing up poor, like poor Azerbaijan kid who came to the United States and fought? I scraped my way, up to the top of the Diamond District. Or is it going to be like, hey, I'm Robin Hood and I'm here to rid 47th Street of these criminals and thieves and scammers. I'm here to clean it up. Or is he going to talk about politics? Could he be talking about politics? Who knows? One thing for sure, try to keep the comments in the chat civil and clean, if you know what I mean. Keep the comments clean in the chat. Let's not get into any politics. Is okay today, but let's not talk about groups of people. Let's try not to in the chat. If you want to do it on the panel, I don't give a fuck. Jump on the panel. Guys, everyone's welcome here. The views and opinions of those expressed in the chat, as well as those on the panel, do not represent the views and opinions of Original OC, the Original OC channel, or Original, the brand, LLC. And we will be also playing copyrighted content today. We do so because we're doing commentary, parody, satire, analysis. This is newsworthy content. So even though it is copyrighted by other parties, we will be playing it consistent with the United States copyright law. Upvote the live stream. Let's get to, if there are 20 people watching, we should have at least 15 likes, right? 15 likes. If you're watching this, like the stream. Hey, Joker's Wild. I think Joker's Wild may be new to the channel. The dude tried to destroy the reputation of other Diamond District jewelers. It's likely he set them up to smear their reputation through social media. This is not an uncommon assertion. This is a conspiracy theory that has been floated by some. Absolutely. Hey, we got Slurms McKenzie in the chat. The alter ego of someone who is back in, I'm not sure if I'd say the watch community, but he's back in the YouTube space. He's a fixture, an absolute fixture. And people might even call him a legend of watch YouTube. Slurms McKenzie. If you want me to identify you, like your real identity, just let me know, but I want to be respectful of your privacy. But yeah, see, you're unbanned. I promised I would unban you, and you're unbanned. Slurms McKenzie is back, but more importantly, the alter ego behind Slurms McKenzie is back, and that's cool. That's a cool thing. Always was a good guy, and gave me a very fair interview. Very fair interview when I was doing my rehabilitation tour way back in 2022. God, can you believe that? It's crazy. It's crazy. Joker's Wild, just keep those comments on this side of the line, please. We don't know what what Trax's politics are. We don't know what kind of cultural causes with which he aligns. I'm going to read your comment just because we like to air all opinions here. He doesn't want certain ethnic groups sharing the success in the Diamond District. He's a Zionist. We don't know that about Trax. We don't know that he's pro-Israel or pro-Palestinian or, he's an Azerbaijani guy. He's half Jewish. His mother was Jewish. His father was something else. I don't think he identifies with the Orthodox Jewish group of dealers in 47th Street. I don't think he identifies with any group other than the group that is people who fight tooth and nail to work their way up to the top. So I'm not sure if I would agree with you, Joker's Wild. But feel free to comment in the chat or jump on the panel. This stream may have to go members only. But we're here doing live commentary and analysis. You don't want to be in the regular chat with all these guys. I mean, these are people who don't know anything about Trax, don't know anything about the Diamond District or 47th Street or New York, or about the watch community or the jewelry business. These are just gonna be like mainstream peanut butter and jelly podcast viewers. We're over 20 people, guys. Over 20 people. They're late. We're not. We're gonna hang in there. We're going to cover this live. Oh, here we go, guys. Ready? Here we go.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm supposed I could take sweet victory. I know this life meant for me.
Adam, what's your point? The future looks bright.
My handshake is better than anything I ever signed, right here.
You are a one-of-one?
My son's right about
I
that.
don't think I've ever said this before. So if you're watching this, and in the last week, if you haven't seen this one guy who lost his mind after a guy over a $22,000 deal and this video on Instagram. You have to have not logged on to Instagram to have not seen this video. I don't know how many views it's at right now. The week prior to that, it was about Nick Shirley. But this week, TraxNYC, Maksud, posted a video pulling up to this man. Let me see how many views it's at right now, Rob. Can you see it or no? Let's see.
Pulling up to George.
Pulling up to George.
Right.
And it's got now 73 million views. It's been shared 651,000 times. Can we start off with the clip, Rob? Just play the clip first.
This is the one that he spits in my face.
No, go to the first one, Rob, not to this one. Go to this one first.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money? Where's my money? I got this bracelet. Where's my money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That was 4 years in the making right there.
DBS, I3, 14K.
How long have you guys known each other?
You
How long have you guys known each other?
4 or 5 years.
yeah, 64, 47. Thief! You thief!
There is a violence. There is a violence.
No.
That's what he said. There's a violence.
Fucking idiot.
Okay. So you can pause it right there, Rob. So first of all, Trax, it's good to have you on.
Thanks, man.
We had you, we were at what was it? A Art Basel event at the Soho House, the Manect event that we had a couple of years ago.
You had me as a fan for many years.
Yeah. And then I see this. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, keep in mind, the jewelry. I had when people found out you're going to be on, I had no idea the gold business in New York was this political. The amount of messages
on business, guys.
I got,
Standing on business.
fans and haters.
Haters.
Do you realize Trax this, Trax that? So I want to know what happened.
They
So
wanna hold me back, these bastards. Out there, bro.
what? So tell us the story. Who is he? Who is George? Who are all the people involved in that conversation?
Yeah, they are. There's just the sneakiest people you could ever imagine, right? I moved into this exchange in 2018. And I signed with these landlords, this Baharian family that the father or the uncle or whoever, there used to be a bank there. They bought the bank, they renovated it into a beautiful exchange. And the family renovated them. I know the family for years, for like 20 years, 10 years before whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I signed a lease. 2018, I move in. I start doing social media. I start getting popular. And I fill up the exchange with great neighbors and everything like that. COVID comes around. And this family, I don't know if they're Turkish or Syrian Turkish, they're Christian or whatever. Not that matters at all, but that's just people are curious about shit like that. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to anybody, they buy 50% of this exchange.
The exchange or the building?
The exchange.
Okay.
Yeah, the building is a co-op. Other owners, in the Diamond District for years been buying over there. All sorts of characters with their stupid business mentalities and schemes, constantly some bullshit, always a problem, but whatever, it's manageable. And they buy into this exchange because I'm there, right? And I'm bringing in good solid tenants, and I'm bringing in clients steadily. But when they buy in, they as landlords, so to speak, they're really ownership partners, not landlords. But then they sneak down into the booth across from mine, and they never say that they're partners or that they bought into the exchange. They just say they're renting a booth. So I meet them, I say hello, and I start treating them like everybody else. And I see something's wrong. The father, I ask him to, we're neighbors in an exchange, in a jewelry exchange. I got the windows and you guys got this booth. And I go to this father, and I'm like, yo, these are old school chains. I could sell them. I could do an ad right now, do a commercial. And he's like, he looks at me like I'm some bum, like asking for some shit.
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm like looking at him like, what's wrong with this guy? What is he talking to me like that for? Then the son is he's trying to lie to me, sneak a little lie. No, this, that. And I'm like, I'm seeing that these people are just doing dirty things. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And I just start to ignore them. I don't give a shit about them. Then a client, takes a picture, and then he tags their business. This is again 5 years ago. Tags my business with his picture. It says TraxNYC with the very same picture that dumb bastard you just had in the thumbnail or whatever, George Akai. And I come up to him. And I have him, and I take my phone, and I show him my phone, and I'm like, yo, why is your picture? What is this? He grabs the phone out of my hand. This is 5 years ago. And he's like, and he's holding it like this. He's like, no. I'm like, did you just fucking grab my phone?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you guys have had a feud for years.
Yeah. No, I was, listen. He grabs my phone out of my hand, and he's holding it like this, like I'm a child, like you can't have this. It's mine. I snatched it. I'm like, yo, bro, do you know what you're doing right now? So then I start to beef with them, and I start to warn them. I'm like, yo, I'm not the one to play with, bro. And in person. And then it turns out that they reveal that that they bought in. Then they're feuding with the actual landlords. Then they're bringing in their own super. Then they're firing a security guard. Then they want to close the shop this way. They want to close the shop when they leave, not when I close at 7. They want to leave at 6. They want to close the whole shop. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I didn't sign my lease with you. I don't know who you are. I don't accept you as the landlord coming downstairs and pretending to be another tenant, doing some sneaky garbage. I'm not here for it. I don't accept it. I don't need it. And I warned them. And I warned them, and I warned them, and I warned them. Don't do it. Don't say your TraxNYC. Don't do this. Don't do that. He feels like they felt like they bought in, and now they own me. They could say their tracks. They could say this. It's like I could come in here and I could say I'm Valuetainment, and I could take your shit, and I could, tomorrow say I'm PBD podcast, and just because I'm here, I'm there, just doing extra shit for no fucking reason. So whatever. But you know what? I'm trying to market my business. I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to do whatever I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. New Year's Eve rolls around. I'm happy. I closed out my record year. Yeah. I sold 5 million in December.
December alone.
Yeah, December alone. 5 million. We're doing 40 million a year, whatever. I don't even know what it is anymore. I did my record December, record margins and volume and so on and so forth. I'm happy. I have my team. I have all my ducks in a row. I don't have any bullshit going on. And then somebody comes up, one of my members of my staff comes up to me. He's like, yo, Max, a customer's looking for you. There's 14K, 10K, and this happened and that happened. I'm like, what's going on? And then I go downstairs and the customer's there, desperate and sad on New Year's Eve. And he's like, I bought this. This guy said he's you. I'm like, I'm like, I can't take this shit anymore. I'm just about to enjoy. I'm not waiting New Year's Eve.
This is New Year's Eve?
Yeah. I'm not watching it drop the ball drop and thinking I can't wait till Monday to confront them. I'm like, you know what, man? We come downstairs. I go inside their booth. All right. Since they're saying they're me, I must be them. I go inside their fucking booth. I give him his 22,000. He spent 21,000. I give him 22,000. I said, you're made whole. That's it. You know, he's finally happy. He's relieved because he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's a regular dude. I don't know where you got the money, but he's just a regular guy. But, you know, these regular people that make money or get money somehow, they trust me. They believe in me. So they're looking for me. This fucking dickhead says to him, he shows him a picture of TraxNYC jewelry. He's like, oh, I'm out of stock. I'm going to order this later, but I have this for you now. And he tricks him. And he does this nasty, sneaky shit that I warned him not to do 5 years ago. So I get behind the counter and I go to war.
This is the clip, the first one that we showed.
Yeah, the first one is the one where I'm right here. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you went to war, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is after I fucking trashed their you know, their scales and all their other shit.
This right here. Rob, you want to play this?
This is where I with the customer.
The receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're TraxNYC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were TraxNYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings.
Came up with a scheme.
Purchased.
Right. That we sell. So you came with a picture of TraxNYC.
Yep. I opened up the website for.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over.
Okay. So that's the customer, $21,000. You make him whole, $22,000. You go up to him. You guys have that issue. Then you leave. What happens next?
All right. Well, before this, you could go to the next clip. You just go to the next one. I think it's this one when I made him whole. And that's me fucking their shit up over there. I just had enough.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is the one. Right,
so where is George? Are you in a room where George is also in this room?
Not at this. George is enjoying his New Year's Eve with his dumbass family somewhere.
Press play, Rob.
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit,
This is what started it.
okay, rip you off on this fucking thing. It turned out to be 9 karat gold, right? You had a check?
Yes.
So they're going to be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's 22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bums.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Bro.
That's their area.
Yeah.
People this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. I'm Trax. I want this. Coming up with a fucking.
That's their area. You're doing this.
Time.
Yeah, it's on now.
So they're seeing this.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
What time is this?
Starry-eyed
Exactly?
surprise for these motherfuckers. End of the day on New Year's Eve.
But what time?
4 p.m., 5 p.m.
So this is 4 or 5, and customers are around.
Yeah.
Now, can you pause it real quick?
Yeah.
Where is your shop?
Right across from where I'm standing.
So this way.
Yeah. Right across. I might the windows right. Just like where the booth is facing, I'm looking at my shop. Right
So
there,
all day you guys are seeing each other.
I don't see them because I don't sit in my shop. I have a mezzanine and I do my shit. I have a team that runs my store.
Downstairs. You're
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, I'm upstairs. I'm running around. I'm doing shit, you know? And I have a team. But I see them as I'm walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out. But, you know, I don't really sit in my shop for that particular reason. I don't want to see these disgusting brothers and and their scheming ways. I just don't want to be around it, man. I'm very fickle when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like a person, I just want to. I don't have it in me because I'll lose it. You know, I don't have it in me.
Okay, so they see this clip. This is end of day 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. New Year's Eve, December 31st.
Yeah.
What happens next? Do they call you?
They don't call me. They start trying to call the cops. You know what I'm saying? They start trying to do this. They start trying to do that. You know, the police show up and they realize it's a civil matter because I'm refunding a person. It's an impersonation. When the cops come, my NYPD, my staff tells them, hey, we had to make this customer whole, $22,000, this, that. It's not just a clear-cut situation. So the NYPD leave. They show up the next day, but the heat is already on from this video. And they're thinking, like, let's talk like gentlemen, he says, or so to speak, right? Because he knows that the heat is on this shit. So on the January 2nd, I pop out, and then you see the events. He's sitting in his booth. This George.
Okay, so that's 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then this is the one you pull up to him.
Yeah, that's
which we already played. So got it. And he's surprised. He's not seen you coming in. So by the way, pause right there. Are you on that site?
Yeah, that's TraxNYC.
Oh, I see it. I see right behind it. Okay, now I get it.
That's my booth.
You guys are literally right next to each other.
He moved in there to fucking steal customers for years. That's what the fuck he did. They saw I was a successful guy, and like vultures, like parasites, man. Like parasites, they moved down there. At first, they didn't even put their name on their booth so they could just say they're TraxNYC. You know what I'm saying? They're sick. They're sick people, bro. They're not regular people. They don't buy a cup of coffee over there, bro. They don't do nothing. They're cheap as hell. You know?
Where are they from? You said they're Turkish.
I heard Syria. I heard Turkey. I heard this. I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, these are all lines on a map. I've met so many amazing Turkish people. I've never, ever, ever seen anybody like this.
Okay, so then what does it say, Rob, where they're from? Does it say anything or no?
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, so after that clip, that's when
just sitting there trying to steal customers from me and then lying. No, just that bold-faced lying shit. No, I didn't do it. What? I'm like, yo, you fucking retards. I had enough of that shit in the Diamond District. Tell me one bold-faced lie to my face that you didn't do this and you didn't do that. That's what you're gonna get from me every fucking time.
So now go back to the last, and the last clip is when it's tipping point.
That's right? It. That's when I already hit him, and I posted this video, and then I come back to him. They're already closing the exchange. They're lowering the gates like the dumbasses.
This is what, January 2nd?
Yeah, this is January 2nd.
But this is after the spit.
This is Freddie trying to strangle me. Right, like you can't really see it here, but the guy who has his one hand on my shoulder,
black sweater.
The other hand he has on a chain like this, and he's twisting it and strangling me.
Rob, go on the Instagram account to show the full clip.
Bullshit.
So he's trying to strangle you.
Yeah.
I think you were just on it.
It's the third one.
Third one?
Yeah, right there. No, my bad.
That previous one, Rob.
Yeah. This
right
one.
There.
Yeah. Right.
Who is that guy? Who's the guy?
That's his brother. That's his brother, George and Freddie.
Yeah, get that girl.
The two brothers. You know what I'm saying? He put his hand on my neck right away after his brother spit on me.
Who's there with you?
My staff came to rescue me.
Strangled me with my own chain. Get out of this hospital. TraxNYC.com.
I love how at the end you just had to put TraxNYC.com.
Yeah.
You're just nonstop with it.
Why not?
No, I respect it. And the last thing is the clip that we saw of everybody walking out being arrested, handcuffed, but you weren't handcuffed. So
no,
why were you not handcuffed? And is this the one, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and play this.
Well, because the NYPD decided that spitting and strangling, they're looking for bruises, the NYPD. Okay.
And that's you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you were assaulted and you want to catch an assault charge, you put a bruise on somebody, that's an assault. That's what they told me. Okay. If you have markings that they could photograph so they could, prosecute a case to the judge. Because if you say I assaulted you, you assaulted me, and you have no markings, it's a hearsay type bullshit. But if you have markings and they could have pictures of those markings, they could prosecute an assault charge. So that's what they look for. And that I'm the only one who had markings because I got beat the shit out of by everybody.
How many of their guys jumped you? What was the total?
I mean, it was the father.
The father is George?
No, the father is the older man. The father of George. I know George and Freddie look like they're 80 years old, but they have a father that's, he's standing like right next to whatever. These are the two brothers, George and Freddie. Okay, and the third brother. And then they have this hitman over there and with the other white hair, whoever the fuck he is. And
is the father in this picture or no?
Yeah, he was in there somewhere. Yeah, there's the father right there standing in front. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some kicking and some fucking screaming.
The dad was kicking.
Yeah, the dad, all I saw is, everybody's coming. I saw the dad just like his foot coming out. And then, this idiot threw a scale at my head as well. And I hit one of my employees. It's, we're getting the surveillance footage. You know what I'm saying? There's Marcus, my team member. The father's over there somewhere. So they're trying to break it up. My staff come take it up. But, I can't breathe. All I could do is pull back on the chain to try to breathe. As this fucking idiot is pulling on my chain over a refund and all of this and all of that. They listen, man, it's all a bunch of bullshit. These people, only just this whole saga is an example of blind greed. Money is my God. This is what you're looking at. Okay. I have money. That's what they came up to me. This fucking dumbass, when I was arguing, years ago with this fucking idiot, Freddie, in the middle of the argument, I'm talking to him and he shows his watch. He's got a gold Sky Dweller on. He's like, you know how many of these I have? I'm like, what the fuck difference does that make? That you have to say, I have this, so you could say you're what? More important than me because you have more Sky Dwellers? Because I don't have enough Sky Dwellers in my showcase. You have more. That means you're greater. What is your logic, bro? They're all about, I have money. I have money. These are just the lowest, biggest losers that without the dollar sign, they have nothing. They have no ability to communicate. They have no social skills, no personal skills. All they have is a dollar to go, I have more money. And it's just disgusting. People like that are disgusting.
Now, let me ask you this. This event that took place, are they in jail? Are they out?
No, they got out. They got criminal charges, the two brothers. Assault charges. But I called the prosecutor and the DA, I'm not here to be strangled. It's still a little hard to swallow over here, bro. I'm not here to be strangled like a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? I never strangled anybody with a chain. I had markings I don't bruise easily, dude. I had markings all around my neck, man. And, to be strangled and pulled on like this. And I'm just thinking, all right, I know my staff is going to come through. I got some serious guys on my team that they're not going to play around. And they come and they rescue me. And, and then they start fighting, brawling over there as well. They lost it. They got exposed.
How many businesses are in there?
Maybe like a 10, I think, or something.
So what
like
are the other guys saying about it? Do they know about the feud between the two of you?
Yeah, the other guys all hate them, but they try to kind of, use them as a counterbalance towards me. But they know that's, because they don't want their rent raised. So they're like, hey, I'll be on your side. You're the partners in here. The rent. They're all playing a game. People want to keep the rent low. They want to be able to, I pay for the windows. The windows are, altogether like 40 grand plus
a month.
Yeah. Okay. I'm paying for the windows and I'm bringing customers from around the world. All right. And if you're paying for a booth that's 4 or 5 grand a month per day, that's nothing. Okay. You sell a watch a day from some spillover customer of mine. You're in the profit. You're good. So their business is for me to fill the exchange, pay for the windows, and, get a little something. So they're playing, but they don't give a shit about them. The Baharian landlords are good people, and they're easy to do business with. They're normal to do business with. So
Baharian or the Armenian? Or
no, they're Baharian, Baharian Jewish family.
Jewish Baharian family.
And that's fine. And we do it, and we pay the rent, and we all get along, and we all say hello in the morning. And we say goodbye, and I take a ring over here, and I take it over there, and I bring a customer here, and we all work as one normal community. It's only those motherfuckers in the middle that fucked it all up. I was doing events in there. I was doing there. No vision, no talent, no nothing. Just let me steal and let me sneak and let me this, let me that. They deserve everything they're gonna fucking get, those motherfuckers, huh?
How much longer are you gonna stay in there?
I'm gonna stay in there indefinitely, because I like that place. I like doing business. I have the mezzanine in there as well. I'm better off in my own space, but I like community. You know what I'm saying? I'm better off in my own space. I got to buy my own building, but I like the community so far. So I'm just doing it like that. And that's it. It's an exchange. You could come, you could take a look. You don't like mine, but don't say you're me. I know the temptation is there when the customer's there going, are you Trax? Yeah, I'm Trax. You're not Trax, man. Don't say you're fucking me. You greedy, retarded bastards, bro. And you think you're going to get away with it. And there was other sneaky bastards, doing sneaky shit, but I let it slide. I let them correct their ways. I don't want to destroy their business. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're going to hurt and then they're going to cry, So I rather sit here and, lose a little bite than cut them into pieces. And I do that to some of the people, the bribes, and they know who they are. The slobs coming up with a bribe, laughing, thinking you're smart. You're not smarter than me, bro. I see what you're doing. You fucking whatever.
Got it. So it's funny because you seem like you don't want to be there, but you also don't want to leave. It's like you love the game. What is the profile of somebody that makes it on 47th in the district? What is the profile of a good businessman that makes it? Do you have to be feisty? Do you have to have a little bit of an edge?
Yeah, you got to have something going on, man. I mean, the people that made it, the sad thing is, the people that have been successful for years in that business are some of the most ruthless people ever.
In jewelry.
That are, period. They're just ruthless, okay? When they're giving out credit or who they could rip off or whatever point of leverage that they could squeeze, they squeeze on it each time, every time, 100% of the time, okay? Wherever they could lie to you, they lie to you. Wherever they could fool you, they fool you. And those are the people that have been successful, but it turned it into a disgusting business that way. When I was a kid and I showed up there when I was 18, 19 years old, the people there were just disgusting. The way they treated one another and whatever, but I'm
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Who did you work for at first?
I didn't work for anybody. I just started photographing jewelry and putting it up on eBay, and then selling it and then buying it from Canal Street.
You by yourself or with a partner?
By myself.
Got it.
Right. I hired my friends that the drug addicts that I used to have for friends. I hired
back in the days.
Back in the day.
And then slowly you build yourself up.
Yeah, and slowly I learned. I was building myself up pretty quickly. Then I had to take a back step because I was a young dude. I got overwhelmed and I made mistakes. I was 18, 19, and it took a long time to correct them. But now I have the wisdom to do what I need to do. I know what.
What did you do?
Huh?
What mistakes were there?
What mistakes? Well, I lost some of my key people because I ruined the relationship. Right. And then I had to backtrack for a long time. The real mistake was my prices were too low. My profits weren't high enough. I believed too many people that were disgusting, like my other landlord, and they were all using it, taking advantage of me, and I was just doing stupid business decisions that didn't make sense. And then, I started watching Warren Buffett and I learned what business is with one thing that he said that really changed everything for me. Okay. He bought a windmill company. The windmill company was failing, and they were doing all sorts of shit, building windmills, doing this, doing that. And how did he turn it around? Well, he stopped producing windmills, which were a loss in production. And then he raised the price on certain key repair components. And then it was in the green. So you cut down the production of things that are at a loss, stop selling things that are giving you a headache, and just focus on what makes money and increase the price on that. And that's it. Keep your business profitable and in the green. So here's an example for my business. I would have, a 10-carat chain that's very light, but it would snap very easy. So don't sell it. That's it. You don't need a chain that snaps and then the customer's returning in 2 weeks, or they think it's bigger, or they think it's this, or think it's that. If it's a headache, raise the price and forget it. Just keep your business profitable. Stop trying to please everybody and get every sale. That's not business. Okay. Volume is not business. Profit is business. Keep your profits high on things you could sell. Keep your expenses low, profits high. And then when you know to make a move forward, you make a move forward. I was making moves forward out of a self-esteem. I'm an immigrant from Azerbaijan. I landed in America in 1993 with my parents. They didn't know anything about business. Okay. I opened up my business 11 years later in 2004. I didn't even know if I could have a business. I didn't even know if I could be successful. So I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But it's not about how you feel. Business don't give a shit how you feel, whether you feel confident or you doubt yourself. Business cares about your profit margin, what you're selling, and the principles behind business. And that is something I had to wake up and learn, that all these stupid feelings from Azerbaijan and the Soviet Union don't mean anything. What means something is the product, the customer, profit margin, and things like that.
Yeah, it's funny because, like I was telling you pre-going live, the moment we announced you're going to be on, I started getting messages. FYI, some people that are watching this, Trax is on Minect as well if you want to go find him. The only thing is on Minect, you can't find him under Trax. You got to look up Maksud, Maksud, Agajani, Agadjani, and you can ask him any question. Prior to buying anything, I would probably be asking him questions saying, what do you think about this? Just for a second opinion. But when we announced that you're going to be coming on, right, next thing you know, I'm getting messages. I cannot believe this. Do you know what he did? Do you know who he is? This is happening to him. There was one guy named Joseph said he used to be in business with you. Akari. Right. You know, I don't know. He says he's the one. He and him did eBay stuff together and all this stuff.
He used to be in 9th grade. I can't believe you got him off on Minect.
Minect, yeah.
He was in 9th grade. We were in a class together. This fucking guy, bro. He keeps thinking he started me and he did this, he did that. His father was a jeweler. I was working on Canal, and then I hired him. All right, his father was a jeweler. I went over there, and God rest his soul, his father passed. And I saw how to size a ring for the first time.
So he's 3 years younger than you.
No, we were at the same age.
9th grade.
9th grade, we were together, and then we graduated. I started my business, and then he's like, "Yo, you started." I saw him on Canal Street. You started the business, yo. And then we go.
That's how he speaks.
That's how he speaks. I started you, and then we go over there, and he shows me, his father's a jeweler, how to size a ring. He teaches me a thing or two, and introduces me to a couple of people on the block. I'm like, cool, I'll hire you, and this is my business. I'm starting it, but I'll work with you, and if you do well, I'll cut you a piece, or I'll get you this and get you that. And all of a sudden, in his head, he's a partner, he's an owner, he's this for the rest of his fucking life. It's an ego trip, man. These people are crazy. Okay. And you're getting these haters popping out and saying, do you know this? Do you know that? They don't want me to be successful being an honest person, because they went the path of the scumbag, and they want to stick to that path because they believe that's the way the world really works. And when they see an honest person being successful, it puts their whole philosophy in doubt. So they want me to fail, because I'm actually doing actual business. I'm changing the way the business is, and they want to see me fall because of that. You know what I'm saying? And that bothers me, but it's okay because I'm ready for it. Just like I was ready for it with those fucking stupid ass Akai brothers. There's a lot of people circling around, like hyenas, trying to take a bite here, a bite there. But once you get one and you get to grizzle them, and then they limp away half dead, then the rest of them know.
In the space you're in, but by the way, you said your background, Azerbaijan, Baku.
Yes.
Is it true it's half Jewish, half Muslim?
Yes. Well, my mother's Jewish. I was raised Jewish. My dad never told me anything about the religion. But then I found the Quran in the house, when I was 15. And I'm like, oh, I guess so. Are you Muslim, Dad? And he said, yeah.
You found out the first time he was Muslim at 15?
Yes.
Your parents are still together?
They're not together anymore. But they separated when I was 25.
So they were together for 25 some years,
yeah.
Maybe even a little longer.
Yeah, like 30.
Jewish and Muslim.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, the Soviet Union, it wasn't very a religious state, so religion didn't play a factor back then. You were just all communist, I guess.
So communism was above religion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. So I mean, genetic-wise, that's like perfect to get into jewelry, no?
I suppose so. I mean, I'm happy with it, because it gives me an open-minded perspective on faith, you know, whether it's Christianity or anything. And that's it. You know, I mean, my sister, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it bothered me. My sister's like, don't say you're half Muslim because, you know, because she's Orthodox Jewish. And the people in her area, you know, Muslim is like a terrorist. I'm like, I don't give a shit what they think. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some of these Orthodox people, you know, like, Muslims are scared. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting behavior. You know what I'm saying? Judging a person because you're scared of what they look like or what their name is. All these fucking labels. Listen, man, these are all lines on a map. And I get a lot of that. Oh, I'm Armenian, or I'm Georgian, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm here. Or someone messaged me in a DM. And, you know, don't be blaming us for genocide and blah, da, da, da. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Okay. All right. These are all lines on the map. Your great-grandfather could have been from, you know, another place, and you don't know it. You don't know where these people from and who they, you know, got together with, hooked up with 300 years ago on what line or what border. It's all in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's a bullshit.
So with this event that took place, the event that took place New Year's Eve and then the January 2nd, did you notice traffic being up? Did you notice?
Hell yeah.
Did you notice people just coming in just to see you guys?
I got a year's worth of marketing in a weekend. Yeah. Before that, I had on my Instagram, I had 100 million views in 30 days. Because I was doing a lot of videos and shit like that.
100 million in 30 days on Instagram.
Before,
which is not bad.
Yes. Yeah. Now it's 320 million.
In a week.
In the 30-day trailing whatever.
Got it.
Okay. So now I'm up to like 320 million views. And then I'm you know, they're probably going to be the same thing on YouTube and things like that, you know. So that's a lot of views and that's a lot of business, and that was a big boost. Thanks, George. And Fred. Thanks for ripping me off and strangling me, man. It all worked out. Not for you guys, though. So the next thing is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be spat upon and strangled by these motherfuckers. Excuse my language. For nothing. Okay? I need to get restitution, and I'm not going to keep a penny of it. I'm going to give it to my family, my staff, and the people in New York, and like throw the money in the air or something, whatever.
So you are going to seek restitution.
Bradford Cohen, you know, he reached out to me as a client of mine, a serious attorney. And he decided to take the case. So whatever Bradford could do as what's fair restitution for me and my staff. For my staff comes to work to sell jewelry. They don't come to work to rescue me from murder, bro. They're not coming to me to deal with them to begin with, stealing clients and all that other stuff. They keep coming to me and they're like, yo, this is happening. This is happening. I'm like, yo, man. Talking about it, and these bastards are like, yo, let's talk. Now that I put the heat on him, he comes up to me, let's talk like gentlemen. Just the biggest hypocrite, ready to say anything when it's time to talk like a gentleman. For 4 years, I warned you, I don't need to talk to you about anything. I'm telling you, don't do it. These are the consequences. I'm not here to go back and forth and play with you. Play your game. And I don't advise anybody plays that game, because some of these people, and it's that Middle Eastern mentality, no, those people need to be beat down, okay? Not physically, so to speak, but metaphorically speaking. It's a disgusting aspect of the culture. No, this is this and this and that and here. That's why the Middle East is a shithole, as Trump would say. You know what I'm saying? Because people playing too much, man.
What's the worst event that's happened there? I mean, has there been has anyone died? Has there been any massive crimes that has happened in that district? I mean, if you're telling me spitting on someone's face, you know, when you see that video.
Yeah, that was pretty much the worst.
That
doesn't happen. You know, listen, everything revolves around money. Nobody there gives a shit about anybody. You know, they all want the money. And that's brawls happen all the time. Okay. It's either a robbery or it could be a brawl over something because somebody is just blatantly stealing or, you know, give me my shit, and people raise their voice. But no one is as low as this dumbass bastard right here, spitting in my face and then running away behind the counter.
Let me tell you, that's a horrible look.
Yeah. That is the lowest of the low, and talking shit. And then his brother is like,
no, you know what it is?
well, watch his brother's hand as he puts it on my neck right there. Like, once you start to play that,
press play.
and I start to move right there, he has his hand on my neck. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't put your fucking hand on my neck, bro. This dumbass bastard Fred. You put your hand on my neck? That's why I slapped him right across his face. His brother spits on me and he pushes me. They think they own you. We're the landlord, so we own you. Yeah, you own me, you fucking dumb motherfucker. I'm sorry to lose my temper over here, bro. But you know what I'm saying? The notion, and you're not a landlord, bro. You bought into an exchange. Collect your portion and get the hell out of there, bro. You're banned. They're walking out in handcuffs, these stupid bastards, the father and the two sons. And then he turns to me, he's like, this fucking idiot Fred. And he turns to me and he goes, eviction is coming. First and foremost, yeah. How many years are you in America? You can't speak English, bro. Your father don't speak no fucking English, dude. My father speaks English. He's walking out in handcuffs. Eviction is coming. Eviction is coming, bro. You don't own any fucking thing, dude. You bought 50% in. You're not an operating partner, bro. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, bro. You should have gave her a refund, you dumb bastard. You're walking around in handcuffs. Shout out to the NYPD. Smiling.
But what I'm saying is, if a guy does that to anybody, I would never do business with a guy like that. I don't know the guy. First time I'm learning about him, his name is George, and the brother Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never do business with some. That has got to be the worst. And by the way, is that last guy that's being walked at the father?
I never did that in my fucking life. Yeah.
Is the last guy that walking
That's the
out?
father. That's the fucking father.
So that's the
Hitler
42-year-old brother.
mustache.
That's Fred.
Yeah.
And then that's the father.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So
the fucking
exchange.
worst. The father's the one who raised his kids. Someone translate this shit to the father so you know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. I mean, the spitting part is where it got to me. I'm like, too much out of control.
Yeah, bro.
That's the ultimate insult.
Listen, I'm
ultimate
paying
insult.
$40,000 a month just for the windows, plus more for my mezzanine. Okay, you're talking about I'm a tenant that's paying over close to $60,000 a month, right? Okay, $60,000 a month, not a little amount of money. I ride an electric scooter to work. Okay, because I like to go through the traffic or whatever. A standing scooter, a fast one or whatever.
Literally, that's what you...
I mean, that's what in the summertime, that's what I do. Okay. Now I drive or whatever in the car because it's cold. But I like to ride in the summer because I like to get the exercise, from Queens or whatever. I just like it. Right? I don't need to impress anybody. I get there. I leave my scooter in front of my shop. It's mine, my shop, my window. He's telling me, you got to move it, this, that. It doesn't like the way it looks here, there. It's my window, bro. I'm paying $60,000 a month. I can't leave my scooter out front, bro. You want to lose a tenant? I'm the tenant. I'm the one bringing the customers from around the world. I'm the creative person. You're the fucking bum saving every penny and not spending it since 1972 who still can't speak English. That's you. I'm a person who's fucking building a business since 18 years old in a creative way, not fucking anybody over, not stealing anybody's ideas, hiring young, diverse fucking people, doing the right thing, bro. I'm putting a scooter out front. You're telling me what to do when your sons are stealing my customers, man. This is what you get. You know what I'm saying? People could have it correct for a long time in life, and then shit catches up, right? You don't want to be like Diddy when you're 50 or whatever. You can have it all going well, money and all the sky dwellers you can imagine. And then your end looks like this. You got to do it correct, man. Come on, bro.
So talking about Diddy, I see some of the guys you've done business with over the years. Let me see if I see. Is that on the site?
Yeah.
These are all the people that
on
have
the homepage right there.
Go back to the homepage, Rob.
Yeah. So Paulie D, Mr. Beast does a lot of business with us.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Huge shout
He's the
out
best.
to
I mean, Mr. Beast
Mathis.
is another fucking level.
$5 super chat. In
Why?
America, we speak
You made the
American.
Diamond
Beans
the YouTube
and
channel
toast
thing for him? Or
sucks.
something?
No,
All
I
the
made
countries must
I make
bend the
his
knee
the gold medals for his
of your
Olympics
president.
and all his other.
Oh, there it is, Mr. You made
And
the
he
gold medal.
wires over the
You're the
money,
best.
man. And we're gonna do a video soon. He wires over the money for the gold, and You know, he's not playing around. He gets the real gold. If he's saying he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold, he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold on a gold medal. And it's like 2 seconds in a video. For 2 seconds in a video, we make him a gold medal. Check this out. He bought a $100,000 gold medal. He bought a $100,000 gold medal. He used it for the video. The customer didn't want the gold medal, so they gave the customer the $100,000. I got the gold medal back, and now the gold medal, since the gold price went up, is now $130,000. So I got an extra $30,000 out of it, bro. So that's Mr. Beast, bro. That's a different level, man. You know, a bunch of people.
Easy to deal with.
The best. Listen, bro, this is the best that America has to offer.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's the best America has to offer.
So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA? Is it MLB? Is it rappers?
Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass. Straight out. Okay, I don't need to be told, they like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not in the duping business. The athletes are great. Business people are the best, right? You're the best client anybody could want because you're smart and you have money. You know, this is what you want. You want to buy a motorcycle. You want to buy some shit. You wire the money. You want your product. Good night. Goodbye. They want to be told. They want to be this VVS. They want to go They want to pull up to the shop with 50 extra people. One of them who wants to steal. One of them. It's the hood mentality. That's just really what it is. Now, that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of rap. Kodak Black, Boss Man D-Lo hit me up. Bobby Shmurda hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love Boss Man D-Lo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Him, Kodak, and whatever. So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely. You know, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers?
Yes. They're stealing, you know, Busta Rhymes, another great client of mine. They're stealing. They don't know how to manage their money and their money's getting siphoned off and they don't even know it. And then the person that's telling them what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving them the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality. And I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit, man. I want to sell on TraxNYC.com. I want to do my own thing. You need me. I don't need you. You want an honest person to do business? John Jones is my boy. You know what I'm saying? The UFC fighter. Yeah, he is the best. After the UFC fight, he pulled up. After the fight where he...
In Madison Square in New York?
Yeah, in Madison Square where Trump was at and Elon Musk and everybody came the next day. And Kodak was the man. But, you know, Kodak, you're waiting for him for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to pull up. You know, waiting in his lobby of his hotel. He's upstairs. Kodak, it was funny, bro. I finally go up after like 2 hours to Kodak. So he's in the bedroom over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just there. I'm like, all right, but his crew's there. So I start talking to his crew. I'm having a good time. And, you know, I just glance into his room. He's sitting in the dark. You know, he's got these big eyes. He's sitting in the dark and he's just blinking, looking at me, brushing his hair like this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in his room. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a fun experience. Kodak is fun, but he's on his own time.
Kodak's on his own time.
Kodak is on his own time.
Who else have you done? You did stuff with, is it not Diddy, but you did stuff with 50 or you did stuff with...
Well, with him, I can't even mention his name, as it turns out. Because we got
Diddy?
The other dude.
Oh, okay.
Money by Monday, I think I could call him.
You can't mention his name.
Yeah, I used his image or something like that. And, you know, he's not one to play with either. Let's just put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
But you respect that.
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, it was fair. I did what I did because I wanted a little attention from him and I wanted to, you know, do a little something. And, you know, he was fair. But he was not playing around. It was a money by Monday situation. But, you know, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't react to 50 or whatever like I did to these guys because what I owe, I pay. You know? So that's it.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
It wasn't that much. It was nothing near that.
But he started with that and then you settled with it.
Yeah, no, he came with a donation to his charity. And
Respect.
Fees. Very respectful, man. Fair. But he is another man that is calculated and intelligent. Okay, this is a calculated, intelligent person. Okay, there's something that a man is. All right. And he understands these rules, these subtle rules of between me and you, me and this guy, you know, how to behave, not to overcross any lines. And even if I overcross a line, you are not going to react right away. You're just going to take note that this person is off, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how a man acts in this world. And it's a shame in the hip hop world how they disrespect one another, baby mamas and this and that, and they just love to disrespect. And then people get, from the documentary, nothing hurts more than to find out that Tupac got killed, over that jealousy. That's what it was portrayed to be, allegedly, or it seems, you know what I'm saying? Because of
talking about Diddy and
Diddy, being the hater that he was. Sneaky. He's another sneaky one. You know what I'm saying? He's another sneaky one. That's what it seemed like from the documentary. Oh, so I'm love, but really he's this and he's that. Now he could be something else. I don't really know, but that's neither here nor there. But to see these people die because of the stupid bullshit, to miss out on these talents like Biggie, it's sad.
Biggie and Tupac,
Yeah.
both of those guys.
Yeah, both of those.
They should have been here right now.
That would be it would be unimaginable.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
Incomprehensible.
I totally agree. By the way, stay on that because that's interesting what you just said. Because you said one is sneaky, one is a businessman. So you said 50's a businessman. He's a man's man, and Diddy is a little bit more on the sneaky side. But you said there's some rules and codes,
right?
To be in that world,
yeah.
In the jewelry world, doing business with all these guys, you have to know the power plays. Right, you have to know the human nature side.
Yeah,
talk a little bit on that.
Yeah, listen, the jewelry business is a small community. Okay, I might have to. When I pick up a kilogram of gold, 2 kilograms of gold, I go, I take it, and I leave. Okay, somebody writes the bill, and my accountant pays it, or whatever, or we work it out later. It's trust. The jewelry business is a trust game. Okay, that's why it started by a Jewish community in the diamond district, okay? Because they know that when I give you this diamond and you have the client for $500,000, I have the diamond for 400,000, okay? I got it in the rough. I got it for 200. I cut it myself. Now I got it at 400, okay? So I'm ready to make them up, but I don't have the customer. You got the customer. I hand you the stone. You go sell it. Bring me the money. You don't go sell it and pocket it and run off like a drug addict. With running off on the plug, because we're in the same Jewish community. I could trust you, and we could do this, and we could do that. And that's how that business started. It's built off of trust. There's no time to sign an agreement, and get your affidavit, bro. You need the stone, the customer's in the store, go. Okay, that's the jewelry business. The hip hop business and every other business has its own rules, its own thing. Silicon Valley, their contracts are this long or whatever. Okay, Warren Buffett, he doesn't do crazy contracts. He knows who to do business with. He's also runs on trust or did, on whatever it is. So that's really what it is. You can't get a good deal like Warren Buffett says with a bad person. Forget it. Don't waste your time. You're wasting your time with a disgusting person, and that's that. Just like I struggled with these Akai brothers, man.
Stay on this with the Jews. So the Jewish trust. What is the code? Because you hear I had a guy back in the days was in the dealership business in LA. His name was David.
Right.
And first time I saw $6 million in cash. I was 21 years old, 23. Right. Whatever. He had like $1 million in cash.
Right.
And I said, "What is it with you guys always having money?" Right. He says, "In the Jewish code, when one Jew makes money, 5 Jews make money. We make money together." Right. We're not worried about, trying to only one person makes it and, we don't want to.
Well,
so listen, this is what he said. And they said they keep making business. Yeah. Well, is there a code on why Jews do business together and they win together?
Yeah. The code is don't steal like a petty thief. That's the actual code, whatever anybody tells you. Okay. Don't steal like a petty thief. Okay. But when the numbers get bigger, the temptation gets greater. All the time in the Diamond District, brothers turn on another brother.
Brothers?
Yes. They can't split the pie. They make the pie, and then they can't decide it. It's always, but I did more work. But I should have this. But you didn't do that. You took more vacations. You spent more, so I should have this, and I should have. They can't split the pie. And they turn on one another. And sometimes they get lawyers involved. They can't do Thanksgiving dinner or Shabbat together or whatever it is. But it's not to be a petty thief to run away. One, probably because there's nowhere to run to, living in the same neighborhood and going to the same synagogue. Community, okay? It's just the Jews have a actual community where, You know, to be a thief, you're going to be ostracized. So you're not going to be a petty thief. So when you don't have that you could transact quicker. Trust enables transaction. That's what the people in the Middle East and other places in the world need to understand. Okay. You know, or I do business in Africa or whatever it might be. You have to understand the value of trust to transact. That doesn't delay, you know, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to this? You know, if I'm going to buy something on PBD, I know I'm going to get it. That's what a brand is. Brand is a trust. You know, I trust that when I spend $10 at McDonald's, I'm going to get a burger. I know what it's going to be. All right. So that's just really what it is. And that's just what it is in the Jewish community, in the jewelry business. You know, somebody comes in there that's not Jewish. All right. And they're not from the community, you know, and even though for me, I had to pay millions of dollars in cash up front before I got anything. Okay. But I was all with it.
What do you mean by that?
Before I was able to get any trust at all or anything like that, you know, my first transaction was like, I need this. Here's the cash. It's not like I needed, give me. I built my credit up. Okay. If somebody comes in and they want something, and you have to write them a memo, you're wondering if you're ever going to see them again. They might be tempted because they're stupid to run off with $5,000, $10,000, and never come back.
Who the worst people to do business with that you've said I'll never do business with them ever again?
No, I don't.
Is there anybody or no?
No, of course not. I mean, people will surprise you. You could never judge a person by what they look like ever. All right, because they will surprise you and shock you about who they are and what they're capable of. All right. And sometimes you might have a bad experience with a group or this or that, or you might have a great experience with a group and then the reverse happens or whatever. So there is no set rule for that, you know, and that's by the grace of God.
But that's a rule, right? That's also a rule that somebody could be, the good can be bad, the bad can be good at times and surprise you.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. To the average person, say the average person sees a video like this and they see going back and forth where, hey, this is 9 carats and he sold it to you at 14 carats, right?
Yeah.
What can the average, because it doesn't increase the level of trust. Right now, gold has gone up. I don't know what the numbers are right now, $4,300, $4,400.
Yeah.
I bought a handful of, kilos of gold at,
wow, man.
look at that, 4,500. Yeah.
They're not playing around with
No, they're not playing around right now. So it's a good time to be in a business. But how about the average person? What can the average person do to not get ripped off?
What the average person to do to not get ripped off? Well, you got to learn. First, you got to deal with trustworthy people. And then you got to test it. Gold is not that hard to test, but really, if you're a customer, man, you're not here to buy in and then run around and test it. Is this Rolex a real Rolex? Is it missing links? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that?
Why not?
Because, man, you're here to have a positive transactional experience. If I'm buying a motorcycle from Ducati or I just bought a Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to look under the fucking hood. I don't want to pop open the engine and check the valves and see whatever it is.
The difference is that's a Lambo. That's Ducati.
Yeah.
If I'm buying gold from a guy I don't know,
then don't buy it from him. Buy it from TraxNYC.
Well, give me some red flags though. Like, think about for buying. Like, if somebody were to tell me, hey, I want to find an accountant.
Right.
I'm doing $40 million a year. Who should I hire as an accountant? I would give you what things to look out for.
Right.
Who would you say, like, avoid doing business when buying jewelry when there's these 3 things?
I nothing off the top of my head, but what do you mean if you have an accountant? What do you mean by that?
No. If you're asking me, say you're doing $40 million a year, you said, Pat, what do I look for in an accountant?
Right.
I could tell you a couple things.
What do you look for?
On what to look for.
What do you look for?
I would say don't go with an individual guys that's independent. Go with a bigger firm.
Right.
Even if it's a top 50 regional firm.
I wouldn't agree with that, no.
Go with a 50 regional firm. And the reason for it is this, because if a guy walks,
right,
and back in the days, there was a guy named Brian at Bally's that everybody did their taxes with him.
Yeah.
3 years later, 50 people got audited.
Right.
Everybody went to Brian.
Disappeared.
And Brian's like, well, guys, listen, I'm not in the business anymore. But if you're with somebody with a name, that name is worth losing credibility. Okay. So even if he walks, the firm still has to hold themselves accountable.
Sure, maybe they do. Or maybe they
absolutely do if you're dealing with a number like that. So to me, buying from someone, you're in the space, are there any red flags?
Are there any red flags?
Buying jewelry, buying gold, buying diamonds?
Yes. Well, for me, when I walk in the room and I get irritated by a person or they don't respond, I already get turned off, and that's it. I don't really even look for flags. It's just that if you don't say hello properly, if you don't have the dignity to say, hey, how are you? Then you're a piece of shit, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. Okay? If you tell me one thing, you know what I'm saying? You're wearing a blue suit. No, it's light blue. Any deviation of anything, you're done to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue over basic facts and all that. So that's what it is for me. Okay, but for the average consumer, the only thing if you're buying something and you feel like you're getting a deal from a small vendor, you could get it tested, and that's that. And you could have to get a refund if you have to get a refund. But there's a reason why there's brands, because small vendors, have to build a reputation that's very, very difficult. Okay, so and that takes a lot of time. If you're a small vendor, like I was, and you're overlooked, you could attract customers by lowering your prices and doing it personal business. You know what I'm saying? And saying, hey, I got you. Don't worry, man. Here's my personal phone number. Call me anytime. You know, and now that I'm a bigger business, people want to buy from me. They can't call me up. You can't call me up because I'm busy. Or you could connect me or whatever it might. Yeah. But I'm busy. So you could book me on my neck. That's pretty much it. But if you're a small vendor, you have the advantage of doing personal business. There's advantages and disadvantages, being small, being large.
Advantages and disadvantages of being small.
Anyway,
large.
Listen, I got a little gift for you. You like gold chains? You look like a gold chain guy.
I have it right now.
Okay. You have one right now.
Yes.
Well, I got you a link. All right. This is not some bullshit. Okay. This is a 14-karat gold link. And I'm going to be remiss to lose it. But if there's ever a person to have it, I think it's you. So can I put it on you?
Of course.
Let me put it on real quick.
Of course. Oh, man.
Right. This is a beautiful link. Whatever. But it's also good to strangle motherfucker. Got his ass.
Me. Live on the podcast.
Yeah.
PBD is gone.
Right. Doesn't feel good, right? Doesn't feel good. I know.
No, not at all. George and Fred, man.
Yeah.
Guys, that's not cool. Let me see this here. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful link.
Sick.
Yeah, I thought it would
be heavy.
Look,
I feel it. It's great.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's
I
nice
appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, that's would you say that's a little bit of our hospitality, the Middle Eastern hospitality that we have, where we're in the giving. Of course, we like to make money. Of course, we're paranoid sometimes, and we're careful when we want to do business with. Do you think that's a part of our nature to also want to make sure other people are happy with our service?
Yeah, that's listen, every culture has a better nature and a worse nature. And that's definitely the warmth. Like last time I was in Azerbaijan, or when you go to Turkey, or you go whatever, the warmth that people receive you in person is nothing like anywhere else in the world. Okay. They really, welcome you when you're on their territory and you are vulnerable. That's when they treat you the best.
I agree. In the Russian culture, I was talking to you about the Baku family, Azerbaijan family earlier. Right. One time, she invites us to a wedding. I take my dad with me.
Right.
I don't think I've told this story. It's not a big story, but it's my dad's going to crack up.
Right.
We go to this place in Glendale.
Right.
Okay, it's right across the street from, I don't know if that's John Marshall or John Muir, whatever that school is. It's a little Armenian hall right next to the old Albertsons, I think it was, or Vons, whatever it was. And then we're sitting at a table. My dad, used to drink a lot, but he stopped drinking. So this Russian man is like, listen, here, Gabriel, mat vodka, mat khapi, mat khapi. So my dad hits one. It's the second one. At this point, if you say no, he keeps saying, I'm offended if you keep saying no.
Right, yeah. That's
12 shots later, my dad is sitting there saying, listen, if we say he's going to kill me, we have to leave.
Yeah.
So he says to me, we got to leave. We get in the car. I don't know how to drive. I said, Dad, I can't even drive. I'm pulling over.
Right.
Because it was so bad. But that's the one thing where
they don't force you to drink in the Middle Eastern culture, but in Russian culture, that's the thing.
In Russian culture, it's an insult if you don't take a shot, if they offer it to you.
They pressure you. It's not really an insult. They pressure you.
Pressure is an understatement. They almost put a chain around me and try to choke me, saying you better take a shot like Trax did. It's like, hey, take the shot right now, or else I'm offended by it. But no, by the way, were you in that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
You
yeah.
were in, what was it called? It's
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that track? So which scene was it that you were in? You were.
Yeah, I'm in a couple of scenes. You know, I'm in the beginning of the movie, I'm on the phone with him. But when he's receiving the opal, I'm in that scene. All right.
How was that experience?
The Ashkenazi boys, the Safdie boys. That was an amazing experience. I mean, you know, the Safdie brothers did the movie, and they were looking for this part when he's receiving the opal. You know, with Garnett. I was there with Garnett the whole day. Shout out to him. And they were looking for this part, and I have to give this speech while he's getting this opal. And they didn't really know what to do with that because, you know, he's opening up a fish or something like that. So I start ranting, kind of like I like to do. And they loved it. And they got me for the movie. And we shot that scene all day. It was just me and Adam Sandler that whole day, for the most part, you know, shooting that scene. And, you know, he's an amazing guy. Amazing. He was making me laugh. He was, you know, doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, man. Being on a movie.
Especially a movie that has to do with your business.
Yes.
I mean, that's like the ultimate. And with a guy like Adam Sandler.
The crazy part is like, I finally go and I'm doing a movie. I'm out of the Diamond District. I've been in the Diamond District doing bullshit the whole time. I go to the sound stage in Long Island, and they recreate a whole Diamond Exchange booth. I get behind the counter because I'm playing a jeweler. And, you know, some of the actors, the security in the movie, Lakeith or Kevin Garnett, they're asking me about watches. They're asking me about shit. I'm like, yo, bro,
check out the results.
I'm acting. You know what I'm saying? While the like we're like on a break, they're like, all right, well, how much is this watch? I'm like, this isn't even a real. This is props. This is not true. I'm not selling anything here. It was weird. It was a very weird experience, man.
Adam Sandler, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah,
interesting. And when you're watching him and he's
Julia
acting,
Fox,
you're acting. What was it like when you said, "Damn, this guy's a pro"? Did you see anything where you're like, "He's a pro"? Was it kind of like, "That's it"? That's all we did.
He's a businessman, Adam Sandler. Okay, he's an entertainer, but he's not a Holly. He knows that he's just a mortal human being. He's there to do his movies and make his money. He's a smart man. Okay, and someone else might be
made a few $100 million.
Well, why do you think that is?
I think he's an extremely likable guy and people trust him.
He's easy to work with, super easy to work with. So that's why he gets the business. They're like, you know, I can have this guy, but it's going to be a headache and he wants this and all these pretenses and all this other. And with Adam Sandler, it's like, boom, let's go.
How did they reach out to you? Did they reach out to you or you reached out to them?
There was a, you know, A1 Studios. I don't know what or what, A24 or whatever it is, studios. They had a casting system and they were looking for me. And because, you know, my feud with Tekashi at that time, I came up and they had me do what's it called? The casting call.
What was that like? For a guy who's not an actor, what was it like?
It was easy because after what I went through in the Diamond District, screaming about, you know, money they owe or whatever it was nothing. And for especially to be in a movie to build up my brand, it was nothing. It was a cakewalk. You know, what I went through in the Diamond District is something that is extraordinarily bitter. And I lost many years of my life struggling with these animals until I turned into what you saw.
Did this bring business? Did this bring notoriety? Did this bring people coming to you? Or what did this do for you?
This got the ball rolling. You know, all of my YouTube shorts and all my other stuff got the ball rolling. All these events got the ball rolling. It's all tactics. It's all whatever. Right now I get a lot of attention, but from whatever happened or so on and so forth. And I got beefing with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Akai and these guys, they called up and they're like, you know, somebody in the some go-between, another whatever. I'm not even gonna hurt his feelings. He calls me up. He's like, yo, let's make peace. We're all on the same. We're not on the same fucking block. We're not all this and that. These guys have been playing with me this whole time, bro. What peace? You spit in my face. You strangle me. Once you fucking strangle me, what peace are we gonna make, bro? If I was really holding your fucking chain, you know, and I'm still feeling this. If I was really holding you and trying to strangle you for like 30 seconds, bro, am I going to come back into your studio and make peace?
No.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I spit in your fucking face.
I'm just wondering how the hell you guys gonna coexist.
Not gonna fucking coexist. I'm gonna go to war every day. I'm not here to coexist
He's
with
right
any.
across from you.
Let's go to war every day. Cross. Let me curse out your fucking family every day.
Every day.
Every goddamn day, bro. Every day.
What?
Until people get bored of that shit, bro. Or
What a way to
revile
go
you
to work.
motherfuckers, bro.
Babe, what are you doing today? I'm just going to work. Wait, how was your day? Hey, babe, went after George. They should have. Is there a live camera for people to
First,
see?
I gotta
or no?
sue them, man. Huh?
Is there a camera for people to see?
There will be. Whatever there has to be,
That's
there will
got to be documented.
I'm
People
gonna
would be
sit
tuning
here.
in.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if these fucking idiots are smart, they're gonna fuck right off. Good night and goodbye, bro. Empty your safe, get the fuck out of there. And if the landlords, the actual landlords, the Baharian family, have some sense, they'll throw them the fuck out of there. That's it. They shouldn't have never been there to begin with. Sold half the exchange to some fucking idiots. For what?
How much would the exchange sell for?
I don't know. 20 million mortgage.
So they have real money.
Half the
So
exchange.
these George and Fred have money.
Yeah, man. They're greedy animals, bro.
What kind
They
of
have a
money do
different
these guys
store.
have?
They fucking hid their money. George and Freddie, you didn't pay your fucking taxes, you greedy bastards. You fucking hid that shit. You siphoned it off from the government, the U.S. government, you fucking dumb motherfuckers, bro. Go pay your fucking taxes and pay me, you fucking idiots, bro. Until we turn that fucking leaf over and take a look in there, what you've been fucking doing. Paying your sales tax, you stupid motherfucker, bro. No, I'm not playing around with them, bro. They fucking... Yo, bro, you have never met greedier people in your life, and you've met some, I'm sure. These people, you could produce some greedy people in this world, and they could come from any culture, anywhere. Hypocrites could come from anywhere. Okay, like Fauci, who's just telling you this is good for you and this and vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And you're watching that on TV across the whole country, and you just can't believe what you're seeing. These people are on that level. They hid their money. They had enough to do whatever they had to do. They hid their money. I don't know what they did. Okay. And they need to be turned upside down. They're with their pockets like rabbit ears. Kleenex for the kids' tears, like a Biggie used to say. Okay. They need to have their whole shit looked at and fucked with because they are ruthless. And, I even hear they had a different exchange and they ran it into the ground. The father would go on vacation and close the entire exchange. I'm on vacation, so you have to fucking suffer. Lording over people, you know what I'm saying? And instead of having grace.
In New York?
Yeah, in New Jersey. Instead of having grace, that you are in a position of power to be a beautiful person because he was probably treated like shit. It's my turn to treat you like shit. It's my turn, you know what I'm saying, to do something disgusting to you. Or to treat people like garbage. No, fuck you.
Yeah, I think this is just the beginning. It's going to be interesting what happens next. By the way, you said Tekashi. What happened with Tekashi?
Tekashi, when he was a Treyway gangster, so on and so forth, whatever. I don't really even want to talk about this kid. That was back in the day. But Aiden Ross, he's doing some fighting shit. So I said, Aiden, we could fight.
You want him?
Fight. Yeah, me and him. Or you want to get in the business, you got to fight, baby. Or Tekashi, you know what I'm saying? He could fight. Now Tekashi's gonna go inside for I don't want to, go back and forth with the kid. You know what I'm saying? But
did you ever make something for Tekashi?
Yeah, I did business. I knew him in the beginning. I was at their house. I was doing all sorts of shit over there when I first started, before I even did Uncut Gems. Well, I don't even remember what year it was. But if they want to fight, you know what I'm saying? I've had a couple of fights. I'll fight Tekashi or I'll fight Aiden.
Who'd you fight? You fought who?
I fought Nico, and I fought my MMA. I fought
who?
My employee that ripped off or whatever. This is my fight over here, but my MMA fight is right in the thumbnail. Is my better fight.
You and Nico fought?
Yeah, me and Nico fought. That's the Nico fight. But go down, click that one. Click straight like in the middle of the video, and you guys got to get paid YouTube up in here, baby.
Rob, what are you doing, Rob?
All right, so click it right in the middle. It's right in the middle of the beef.
You're doing UFC with... He's UFC? He's a MMA guy?
No, he is. Well, listen, he pretended he was. He's a piece of shit is what he is. Yeah. So, I mean, there was a So it's a long fight. This isn't the best part of it, obviously. But it's okay. It's all a fight. He tries to choke me out, but he fails.
Now, let me ask you, pause this real quick.
Yeah.
Trax, who were you in high school? 14, 15, who were you in high school?
Just a confused, awkward guy.
No, really.
That's what I was.
Were you fighting? Were you getting in trouble? Were you
I mean, I would
tough?
have a temper. I would have whatever, but you know.
did have a temper?
Yeah.
You've always had this temper?
Yes.
Who is mom and dad? You have one of their personalities or no?
You know, my dad was a homicide detective in Azerbaijan.
It's a peaceful job.
Yeah. So he was a tough guy, and that rubbed off. You know, he's stepping over bodies coming home. So that rubbed off a little bit. My mom is nothing like that. She has no temper whatsoever. But you know, that made me hard, bro. That just made me tough. And
did you get into a lot of fights in school?
A few, not that many. You know what I'm saying? But it was I'm a very, you know, peaceful guy. It's if there's a misunderstanding, I might, you know, lose my cool. But
you know what the Joseph guy said?
It's only the money that's really
the Joseph guy we're talking about. He said one time he sneezed near you or something like that, and he said he lost his mind.
Yeah, listen, dude, this dude would have he used to call it a snot bomb. I don't know what was wrong with him, bro. He would fucking.
We have a girl like that in the office, like that. Shout out to Mickey Rob. When Mickey sneezes, the building shakes.
Yeah, no, that's not this. There was like a smell that would permeate something.
Oh,
it was like
got
a disgusting smell, and I would be like, "What the fuck, bro?" It would freak me out. But yeah, whatever, man. I mean, this guy's remembering shit from 20 years ago, 21 years ago, and still talking about it. And he's like, I started you, yeah, taking credit for my. It's like imagine somebody from 20 years ago. I started you.
Plenty of them do though, and I told him that. I said, listen,
is, bro.
you know what it is when
He
I
gets
get
a shout
messages
out,
like that. When I get a message like that, it's kind of like you know that that person said they started you. That person said without them, without this. And by the way,
and that's true to some degree.
You know, for you know, you give some names. Brian, there's a lot of names of guys that impacted on John, Jamie. There's a lot of guys that I can give on business that helped out on a big way.
Right.
But when they say without me, you wouldn't be anybody, that's where you kind of sit there and say, come on, man, just pump the brakes a little bit. If it was that much greater, you would be much bigger. And by the way, I don't mind. It's a part of the history that they have as well to say, I knew Trax when ... You know, you're talking about you had a $5 million December.
Mm-hmm.
You had a $40 million year.
Yeah.
What do you project doing in 2026?
I don't know. More, I guess. So maybe 20% more.
20% more. So you're gonna hit 50.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's a good sales, but you know, it's all about the profit margin. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a couple of $1 million a year. That's it.
What product will you never sell that you used to sell? You talk about the 10-karat chains that you don't do because it breaks a lot. What will you no longer sell that you used to sell?
Nothing in particular, nothing super cheap, because super cheap shit attracts, you know, the people that expect the most from the least. All right. The luxury business is the only business that where you raise your price and you sell more. It becomes more desirable, more inaccessible, like chrome hearts. It raises, you know, keychain, 5,000. This one's 10,000.
What's the biggest product you ever sold? Most expensive product you ever sold?
I think it would be a diamond, man. You know, like 600,000 or something like that.
600,000.
Yeah, something like that. Stones, solitaire stones would be.
So you're not in the watch business?
Oh, the watches, yeah, absolutely.
Will you sell the Patek? Will you sell the bigger watches?
Yeah, of course.
You will sell the bigger watches.
Yeah, we sold skeletons. We sold this. We sold that. But you know, the jewelry business is listen. If you want to understand the jewelry business, it's an inventory business. If you buy the right inventory, you make 10% on your inventory easily. Okay, so 15%, let's say. So if you have $100 million worth of watches,
$10 million,
you can make $10-15 million a month every month. That's it. You have the watches, so they got to buy it from you.
Who do you guys buy it from to get it at a discount? Is
the
it just
best way to buy, shout out to Moses. Okay, this is you know, another jeweler. The best way to buy is to buy from the customer, because when they get 80% of their money, they feel happy. They're like, you know, especially when the prices go up at the dollar and shit. So, you know, they buy a watch for $100,000 and they wear it for 2 years and then they sell it for 75. They're happy. And then you could resell that watch and maybe it's now 110 worth and you resell it for 95.
$20K.
The next customer is happy too, but you just made $20,000. So that's the way to buy is from the consumer. That's why if you want to sell your watches, you go to 64 West.
Go to 64 West or Manect Trax.
Or Manect
Naksut,
Trax.
MAK.
Especially Manect.
By the way, you know Roman Sharf?
Of course. That's
Yeah.
my boy. I was speaking to him. I'm going to dinner with him Wednesday. He's an amazing person, man.
Yeah. So Roman.
This is the best guy.
Roman comes on. We do a podcast together. We put Roman's phone number, not phone number. What do you call it? Manect out there. He ends up doing 300 Manects.
Right.
And he tells me, he says, Pat, I've sold $1 million of watches on Manect.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding.
No, of course.
The deals and the business that he done. Roman's a good guy. Roman's, I bought a couple pieces from Roman. I just recently bought a big piece from Roman.
Forget everybody else, man. Just go to Roman.
Yeah, Roman's a good guy. So interesting. So you guys collaborate? You guys do deals together? Or
We're
is it
friends.
separately? Just
We're
friends?
He helps me out and he does something for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But the friendship is there. I enjoy his company. He's such a supportive person, bro. This is the opposite of the fucking Akai people, right? You know, life it can hand you death in one hand, life in the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the opposite. This is a guy who's giving, who's caring, who's a really amazing, just a pleasant person.
Good father as well. He's got a.
Yeah,
is that in your plans anytime soon? Or?
Yes, it is in my plans, and I have to get going on that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I want to get. Luckily, I'm 39 years old. But, I have good genes. My grandmother was 101 when she passed.
So you got a lot of living to do.
I got living to do, but I don't want to be, too old. So, but everything comes in its own time. You know what I'm saying? I just got the Lambo that I really, really like.
Which
Perfect
one?
color.
What is it?
It's a Huracan Storado. Okay. It's an off-road Lambo. I'm the only one in a Lambo in New York City. Okay. That's that first click. You click that first video right there. That's it right there. So this is me running over gold with my old car, and then I melt down that gold because
gold with my Audi SQ5 so I could crush it and fit it into the crucible. There's an important business reason for that. Once we pour it out into the brand new bar, I bring it over to Moses.
How's the Ferrari? More important question.
I'm sick and tired of seeing his Ferrari in front of the shop. So guess what? I'm going to melt the bar into a Lamborghini gold bar. I take the Lambo bar and I cash it in with Isaac, and then I get this. Because I've been taking care of my business for 21 years, now my business is taking care of me. With some smart choices, I was able to take some gold scraps and get this Lamborghini. And guess what? If you see one flying through the city with money coming out the window, it's TraxNYC.com.
Yeah.
See, okay.
So everything comes in its own time. The Lambo came in its own time.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be on your podcast. That came in its own time. Wife's going to come in its own time. Kids are going to come in their own time.
Yeah, you have
Just
that.
stick close to God. That's really the plan. Bro.
Yeah, Rob, can you do me a favor? Go type in on YouTube and just type in Trax, and then go to is that his channel? Go on his channel, go on Shorts, okay? Go on Popular, okay? Go to the first one, guys. 205 million views, 7 million likes. Let's see what he does in this video here. Go for
We
it.
use this gold to work for our business. We're going to turn these scraps into a powerful business move as soon as they go on fire, along with this Rolex, which we're going to roast like a marshmallow. Don't worry, it's just a fake Rolex. It's all going to make sense as soon as we pour out this bar and throw that fake Rolex right in there. Did that ruin the bar along with this band? Let's find out. When we flip it over, it looks like absolute garbage up until you start hitting it with the hammer and reveal the bar. The Rolex is stuck, but we're going to remove that, scrub the bar, and we have a 4,000 pennyweight piece of gold that we're going to join with its bigger brother in the safe. Gold does not belong in the safe hiding from the light. It's better put to business. That's why we cash it in for $447,000 and then begin making watch deals all over the Diamond District to add $447,000 worth of Rolexes in our shop, and that's business. I'm going to show you how we use.
So gold scraps, man.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you come up with these ideas? And why do you think there's so much interest? 205 million people watch this video, got 7 million likes.
Right.
Why are people interested in videos like this that you make?
I keep their attention from the first frame, okay? And what did Mr. B say? If you're driving down the road and you see a cow and you've seen them all the time, especially if you're in the Midwest, you don't say nothing. But if you see a purple cow, you go, oh, purple cow. You know, it's when you haven't seen something before and you see it for the first time. So it's the first time usually people are seeing gold melted, gold cashed in, and business being done all in 1 minute. So I just want to show people something I see that they don't see and teach them something. You know, after that 1 minute, you're a little bit smarter than you were than the minute before. And that's really what it is. It's valuetainment.
It's valuetainment. Yeah, I agree. Yes. It's value to congrats on the Lambo. That was a good looking Lambo.
Yeah,
right
that shit is great.
So Moses, is he down the street from you guys? Is he?
Yes.
I saw the other day. It's funny the moment your video went viral, Complex I think put a list of
jewelers,
20 most popular jewelers or whatever it was.
Yeah, Complex. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Do you have that list, Rob? I don't know if we even talked about it, but I saw this I think 4 days ago,
right.
3 days ago, something like that. That they posted on there. I think it's that one right there. See if it's that one, Instagram or one of the two. Is that it? Go next, Rob. Keep going.
This is the older one when they didn't love
they
me
just
that
did a
much.
New one. They literally just did a new one.
Yeah. That's 39 weeks ago.
Yeah, they just
updated
did
me.
one.
Now they're putting up all my videos over there. I'm living on Complex over there.
Yeah, they
keep
just
scrolling. I think. Yeah, right there to the right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So go a little slower. Nadine, is she also in New York or no?
I don't know. I never met her.
Singapore. Keep going. Houston, Leo.
Yeah, Greg. He's a support. Thank you, Greg.
Greg looks like the guy from Bronx Tale, but it's not him. It's not the same guy. You know who I'm talking about? The young guy that was hanging out with Sonny. Keep going. Moses. So what's Moses' story? So I'm starting to see him a lot as well.
Yes. Moses is a very shrewd young business person that knows how to really price and negotiate and maneuver. And he's also a nice guy. He's got a good family.
Keep going. Look at that chain right there.
Yeah, that I made.
You don't want to be choked by that one.
No.
That may choke you without somebody needing to choke you.
If the person is rich, let him fucking do it. Go for it.
Keep going.
Go for it, Fred.
Japan, keep going.
Mavani, he said hello. Yes.
Keep going.
Maharian boys.
Icebox, keep going.
Icebox boys, also normal people. These guys are normal as well.
Keep going. Jason Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
You know these guys?
No, I never met him, but I'm sure he's a normal person.
Benny's
a good guy, yeah.
Keep going. I've heard of Benny.
Yeah. Jewelry Unlimited, very long time. They've been in business. In eBay days, I used to compete with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Johnny's another guy, great guy.
Keep going.
I don't know. I never met Gabby. Seems
going.
like a normal person as well. Elliot's another good dude. He's, keeps to himself. Nothing wrong with him, I'll tell you that much. And Alex, I never met.
And he's
good people.
He's
good
first.
People,
Alex?
I guess so. Listen, the jewelry business is it's about the customer. Again, it boils down to the clout, and it boils down to, unfortunately, the rapper Drake. Where does Drake shop?
Oh, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? The jewelry's not that hard to make. Now, these guys are creative, and they do creative shit. But so they'll make a creative piece for their client, but it's just all corny bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say fuck you.
Who's you did the Trump's grandson buy something from you?
Yeah, Trump's grandson. I was talking to Barron yesterday on the phone. He hit me up with FaceTime finally. No, he was by the.
What was
he
Barron
stopped by the
wanting
shop.
Barron's wanting to buy something.
Barron is a fan, I suppose. He watched the video of me screaming at these guys. He loved it. I said,
Barron
your pops knocked me out with the Maduro move. I'm like, yo, you couldn't tell him to hold off?
Why is that? Why? Because
you know what I'm saying? Once he went into Venezuela, my views went down. I'm just joking.
Oh, got it. It became the new story.
Yeah.
So Junior bought from you. So who is
this is the Donald Trump III. Yeah. So we went into the streets and shit. I mean,
with him?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah. Secret Service was there. Donnie.
He looks like a Trump.
Yeah, good kid. Good kid.
The look.
Good kid. You know what I'm
Press
saying?
play, Rob.
That's really my passion, is to give guidance to the kid.
At his level, he is pretty straightforward. I mean, the parents ain't gonna spoil him with a Rolex and all this other shit. That shit has to be earned. If you're getting your kid a Rolex, you don't love your child. You're destroying their life. The Rolex is something you want to work hard for, and then one day put on your wrist and say, "Damn, here I am.
You know what I'm saying? I got there. That's the reward. Like getting your first sports car, or that might happen early in life. That might happen later in life. That might never happen.
Go back to that. Is that guy to his left is security?
To his left, that's his friend.
Oh, okay.
Sprite is a good one. Batman's a good one. They got the Bruce Wayne somewhere on Pepsi.
The lefty. Usually all the Rolex crowns are on this side. Oh yeah. This one's the lefty. Yeah, yeah.
You want to try on?
All the GMTs that they only came out in 2023.
And you know what? When they saw when
Right.
Akai and they were looking at watches, the kids, they want to see watches, they want to see lit shit, they want to see this. But remember, when you're dealing with me, I'm not on the sweetness, man. I'm not on the trying to be, there's the watch and then there's the man. You can have a Timex, a Rolex, a Patek Philippe, but it's got to be equivalent to who the man that's wearing it is. You know what I'm saying? What's more important? Let me ask you something. The watch or the wrist that's wearing it? These watches are like trading pieces. You buy them for 10% more, you sell them
When
for 10% less.
Akai saw this kid
So you got a
in the
20%
grand run,
loss. But if you
they were scared. They were cautious, but not cautious enough.
Who? Akai?
Akai,
Why?
they're still there because they're seeing I'm with the president's grandson, and they're still using my name and stealing my customers. The greed, it blinds you, bro. Greed blinds you. Sin blinds you. You know what I'm saying? When you sin, you're blind. You could win 99 times, and that one time you lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Just like Diddy. Just like
who's the one person? But by the way, Diddy, you said you did something for Diddy or no?
When I was a kid, for Sweet 16, he gave me some business, but I was only like 20 years old, 21 years old, and the quality I had was just garbage. And then he looked at it, and then he never did business with me again.
Because the quality of what you had.
Yeah. I mean, I bought something from a vendor that was a G-Shock, fully iced, that just had shit diamonds in it, like horrifying.
How
diamonds.
could he tell?
He's been around jewelry his whole life, but the price was good. But somebody was setting up his birthday for the Sweet 16 MTV for one of the sons. And then, I got before I was doing it, and, I had crazy good prices. So when they needed jewelry, okay, at that time, my markup was like 5%, 10%.
To make a name for yourself.
Yeah, to make a name for myself. But I was stupid. Okay, I could have made myself a 13%, 14%, 20%, 18%. Be smart, bro. Don't give it away. 5%, please be my friend. But I didn't even, whatever. So so I had good deals. They were attracted to that, and then it all turned to shit. But it's all right. Yeah, I think he's
who's the one person you haven't done business with that you'd like? Is there anybody on your list
that I like?
That you'd like to do business with? That you'd like to make a piece for? You'd like to
Patrick Ben David.
We already did. I'm wearing your chain now. I got Trax's gold chain on my neck, and I feel safe.
I don't know, man. Whatever. Not really worried about it particularly. I'm a fan of, Boss Mandilo hit me up. I'd like to make a piece for him for the rap community to, make amends because he's a real rapper.
Have you been in movies, but have you been in a rap song, or have they mentioned you?
Yes.
Which one?
Well, there's a Jewish rapper, Kosher BLP. He's coming up. He's out in Florida.
Kosher BLP?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes did in his last album.
That guy right there, BLP Kosher?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He's a great rapper.
Wow.
He's coming up. He's doing his thing.
And then you said Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes, yeah.
What do you think about what do you call it? Jacob the Jeweler. What's the brand of the watch called?
Jacob & Co.?
Jacob & Co.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's a master jeweler, another Baharian that mastered the craft of jewelry. And, he had a flawless performance in the jewelry industry, very subtle, very thoughtful. And as a person to model, as far as the watch is concerned, there has always been creative watches. And that's it. That's all there is to say about it. They're a little bit loud, and then he brands them a certain way. But, he had legendary watches for years. And, would I personally would die for a Jacob & Co.? No, I wouldn't. That's not really a watch for me. But he comes up with creative pieces. And that's it.
Is there a watch you own you'd never sell?
No. And that's Roman says Roman would say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That not at the moment. I mean, I keep my watches in my showcase. My watch right now is some bullshit Rolex Datejust that I just beat up and shit. I'm still actually want to get my watch back that was stolen in a robbery that I got to post a picture of. that was hand engraved by this guy, Sir Jewelry, which is an amazing hand engraver. So I was going to do that video later and get that back because it's a one-of-one Rolex that was gifted for me for somebody, was a customer that
Somebody stole it.
Somebody stole
Where
it.
did they steal it?
It was in a robbery, you know, at the Buddha bar or whatever. The guys went to jail. The police swooped in. A bunch of shit happened over the course of my life. That's always a wacky story. But there was a robbery. They stole the watch. I want to get it back. But there isn't a watch that right now I have $1.5 million in the showcase. That's not enough in the watch business. Okay. I might put in, you know, another 500,000, but I'm thinking, should I buy a silver mining stock and just let that go up? Or should I buy more jewelry and that go up? So I have to deploy another $500,600,000 worth of capital right now into the marketplace.
Watches.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? What about silver miner stocks? What's happening with silver? What's this story about this battery Samsung is creating with using a kilo of silver for cars that could go 900 miles with BMW? You don't want to find out about that a day late and $1 short, my friend. Okay, if they have a 900-mile BMW coming out that charges in an hour, can you imagine that? And it uses a kilo of silver each.
This is the EV Maximum approximately Gen 6 battery technology. These models are part of a brand new class platform with the production. Is it tied to silver?
Yeah, you could ask that question. I mean, this is cutting edge news. Even you don't even know about it, huh?
Just type silver in the search.
It's really really cutting edge news. Solid state EV batteries, 900. Yeah, try that one.
Oh, it's a.
You're gonna have to dive deep for it, but
900
Toyota
miles.
claims
Breakthrough could offer 900 miles driving range.
Right.
Now the Lambo's not going to do that though.
Fuck 900 miles on a Lambo. I mean, I have a V10 in that shit, naturally aspirated. I don't need it. I don't drive it on the
900
weekends.
miles on it. It's.
I'm gonna destroy that Lambo. I'm gonna have it upside down by the time I'm done with that shit.
How do you drive it? Are you like
a fucking Lambo, baby? I'm not a.
Good for
I
you.
don't do any tickle.
Yeah, you know, every time
fighting.
when I buy exotics, they're like, "What are you doing with this?" I'm like, "I'm gonna drive it." As if it's. I bought a brand new Rolls Royce Dawn. I put 20,000 miles on it. I bought a 458. I put 18,000 miles on it. I drive.
Yeah.
I bought an Aventador. I drove it every day like it's a BMW. And,
yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question for you. I'm a buyer. Give me an idea. If I got 10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million, where should I put my money in jewelry? Or should I?
Yeah, you should.
10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million.
That depends on how intelligent you are and how thrifty you are. Now, if you're getting an emerald that's an $800,000 emerald for $250,000, you should buy that. But if you don't know anything about an emerald, then you shouldn't do that. Then you should just buy gold and lots of heavy gold jewelry because that's easy to scrap and easy to melt and go on with that.
Gold.
Yes.
So you're long on gold, or you're?
I mean, I was explaining gold when it was $1,800. I started making gold videos when it was $1,250 an ounce. I started the business; it was $350.
When you started the business 20 years ago, it was $350.
Yeah, $350.
From $350 to $4,500.
Yeah, it was $10 a gram. Now it's over $100 a gram, 14K.
13x.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, on a chain. All right. So the price went up to $1,900 when the mortgage collapsed. The mortgage crisis, and then it simmered back down to $1,250, and I said buy. It went up to $1,850. I said last chance. Now it's $4,500. I don't know what the hell's going on. The story of our lives is what's going to happen with the dollar. My lifetime, your lifetime, the story of the dollar. Trump is coming in trying to hold the dollar and save it after these people prostituted the dollar. Okay, they put the dollar out there like a whore. Give me my money, you know what I'm saying? This is what they did with the dollar. So the story of our lives is, can he save the dollar or not? Because Xi Jinping is coming, and he's not an idiot. He moves quietly and carefully, and they're working on the silver now. They're working on the metals now, but you can't trust the communists. You want to stick with this. So something is at play, but Trump is only there for 3 years. Xi Jinping is there for a long time. We all know the play. They want to show the dominance by taking Taiwan. And when they do that, they'll wait until Trump is out of power and they have absolute dominance, and then maybe they'll take it. They're not going to take any risks, any unnecessary risks. That's how you got to that is his position. No unnecessary risks. And the story of our lives is the dollar. And for the average person, they're buying, they're not buying. Right now, the truth is, whatever they're saying, whatever the statistics are, you can't really hold your money in the bank. You know that. You have to hold it in something. And for the average person, if you're not saving in precious metals, you're not saving, period. So this paycheck to paycheck credit card shit that America's going through is very tragic to me. And it shouldn't be like that.
Now you're in New York City. Have you thought about like doing something creative, like I love communism, and taking it to Mamdani and handing it to him?
I don't want to have nothing to do with Mamdani.
Really? You're not a Mamdani guy?
Fuck
He's
Mamdani.
your mayor.
I mean, listen, I don't want to say it because he's my mayor. He's going to be up my ass, but I don't need any Mamdani. I don't need to have nothing to do with that. I like Mayor Adams, to be honest. I met him. He was a fine guy. I don't know what this guy's going to do. Let him prove himself. And let him do something for the city. Communism, schmommunism, all this other shit, all these games, and all these idiots that vote for this hope and change bullshit, and all these young kids with their, they're lost, they're confused. And I remember that I was one of them. I was thinking Obama was a great president and hoping for a second term he's going to do it, when he was just a bullshit artist the whole time, bro.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, when he came out with the Obamacare, his big move that took years. You know what I'm saying? He's a good cheerleader. That's what the fuck he is. Okay. And he came out with Obamacare and the website crashed and it didn't work. That means someone was coming up to him and saying, yeah, we're working on it. He's like, great. We're going to build the healthcare. They're you know what I'm saying? Pretending. People don't understand. These people are fooling you and they are pretending while they're printing dollars and stealing them. That's all that's going on. So all that Obamacare, that was just feeling sorry for him and wanting to be a success. And when my eyes opened to that, because I was a business person waiting for a good economy, and I was building a website, and I had to do it by myself on my own. You're the president of the United States, and your website's crashing, and then you're asking Google to help you. And then, he did YouTube videos in the White House. Because Google had to save the day. He had to pick up the phone and call Sergey Brin.
You know how much they spent on that website?
Yeah, they got ripped off, and they always get ripped off.
I think it was $900 million or something like that, Rob.
My friend, yeah, they got ripped off. It's just telling them what they want to hear, and it's just that's what communism is, and that's what all of that is. You're on your own. That's really what the Republican and mentality is you had to realize these people aren't coming to help you. It's only the primitive people of the world that are voting for these promises. And that's why they get these dictators, because they believe in the liars, okay? And it's just, again, what I'm about to say is a little bit going to sound crazy, but it needs to be said, okay? It needs to be said, all right? And there's a lot of super intelligent women out there. You got Candace Owens, who just got her problems. You got Megyn Kelly, you got this and that. But, when women vote, they vote for the biggest bullshit artist out there that's telling them, empty promises. Okay. All right. And that's, what's causing a lot of this. I'm not saying in any way that it's a concern. Okay. Because as a man, you might have a different mentality and you might be more cautious to bullshit. But these dreamers and these promises, it's dangerous. So I just want to put that out there for the women that might be watching. Okay. Just
what
as
you're saying is, please stop voting. Is that what
no, I'm saying stop buying into bullshit promises and liberal dreams of kumbaya. Okay. That's my message. Vote intelligently. You need more female leaders. You need more black leaders. You need more amazing people that are standing out there and guiding people, right? You need more Jewish leaders. All right. Like that's how I will consider myself, to teach the Jewish. I'm responsible for my people. I'm not responsible for other people. I'm responsible for the Jewish people, for Azerbaijan, for whatever, and to give the right direction on moral behavior. Okay. And I would suggest for other groups and other people, It would be a big difference to the world if you stop believing in bullshit artists that promise you a bunch of shit. We're going to freeze the rent. We're going to do this. We're going to do that here, there, this, that. These are all bullshit ideas. They're going to come to nothing. How many people suffered because of communism and because of all these promises of the distribution? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to, the Central Bureau, you're going to call the Central Bureau and you're going to build apartment buildings in Kazakhstan from Moscow. We need to, it's not going to work, man. They're all going to say, yeah, steal the money. So wake up, America.
Wake up, America. Menect, Trax, Maksud.
Yeah.
And go buy some gold.
Absolutely.
That's what the key is. I think that's what I took from the message here.
Yes.
Yes. Trax,
thank you.
Great
man.
to have you on, man.
Thank you.
All the best to you. Stay safe. Keep making noise. You're meant to be on camera. You are so entertaining to watch. It's an understatement.
Okay.
For a guy that's not in the space who just enjoys watching you, you can grab the attention of the audience from the second you're on till the end.
Thank you for having me, my brother. That's an honor to hear you say that.
No, I truly mean it. You're fantastic at what you do. Take care, everybody. God bless. We'll do it again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right. And there we have it. The new interview with TraxNYC on the PBD. I got it right this time. PBD podcast channel. Now let's make sure that we give that channel its due. They had, by the way, 20,000 people watching that interview live. Let me drop the link here. TraxNYC interview. I want to make sure that we thank the PBD podcast YouTube channel for allowing us to rebroadcast their show. Some interesting tidbits at the end there. It was quite interesting. Women should not allow themselves to be the victim of promises. Like, don't be like, it's not pie in the sky. It's not. This is the Trax talking here. We might go back and replay some of that. What did you think were some of the most interesting elements of that interview? I thought very early on where he made some comments about the rap culture and the rap artists and the hip hop culture. That was very, very fascinating. Remember what he said? I think his direct quote was, "The rap culture is the worst." And he was talking about how some, I'm not going to say all, he might have said all, but I'm going to say some, just to be safe. Some of the people in that culture and in that community are easily duped. They love to be duped, and they love the whole concept of being duped. But he's not in the duping business. He's not in the duping business. He stands on business. So that was a really, really interesting interview. I mean, Trax doesn't do a lot of prep. You know, if you count the number of times, and this is in his planned videos, his prepped videos. Actually, he doesn't do any planning and prepping. It's all ad hoc, off the cuff. But in all of his content, you'll hear him use the phrase this and that, this and that. It's because he's thinking about these. He's coming up with things in real time without a lot of thought. These are concepts he hasn't really thought about in depth. So when you ask him to explain something, he's never actually thought about those topics before. So you'll hear him say, "Yo, you know, the Kai this, Kai that, you do this, you do that, and then this and that. It's all this and that, this and that." It's like he'll repeat that phrase over and over and over and over again. because he's not super thoughtful. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of business training, a lot of formal business training. He admits that his business training came from like a quote, like a quote that he read from Warren Buffett or something like that. Like, hey, shut down the unprofitable businesses and charge more for the profitable business. I mean, it's not business training. And the fact that he doesn't even know how much revenue he generates on an annual basis. And he was asked, like, what are your targets for next year? I don't know. We're going to grow. I'd like to grow. I don't know, 20%. He has no plan. He's not a strategist. He needs a strong chief operating officer. He needs a strong, he's a strategist. He's a visionary. He's a creative force. He's obviously, from a publicity perspective, the public face of the brand. So he's a lot of things that are positive qualities, not a strong operational executive. And he definitely, if he ever wants to get to the next level, bro, if you want to get to the next level, bro, you need a trusted chief operating officer to run the business. I don't know if Mickey Trax is the guy or whoever these 2 or 3 kids that you grew up with. You know, you were all the drug dealers you were hanging out with when you were kids. You know, 20 years later, these drug dealers, former drug dealers, are running your business because you're friends with them. These aren't trained executives. Anyway, fascinating interview. Let me see if I can go back and find some interesting. Let me see here. There was a really fascinating segment that I wanted to bring up. Let me see if I can find it. It's going to go. I'm on a different tab. Scrolling through here. All right. Let me bring this up. Hold on a second here. Boom. No, not that. This, that. Share this tab here. Boom. Let me see if I can find this interesting comment. Who is TraxNYC?
No, I make his the gold medals for his Olympics and all his other.
Oh, there it is, Mr. You make
he wires over the money, man, and we're gonna do a video soon. He wires over the money for the gold, and you know he's not playing around. He gets the real gold. If he's saying he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold, he's giving out $100,000 worth of gold on a gold medal, and it's.
Let's see if I can find this. Okay, here we go.
The person that's telling him what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving him the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality, and I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit, bro. You know, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to. And they understand that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it, and that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers?
Yes.
All right, back up a little bit.
Worse than the rap. Listen, the best
Here we go.
America has.
Here we go. Here's the good part. It's at 43 minutes, guys. The 43 minutes. Listen up.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's the best America has to offer.
So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA? Is it MLB? Is it rappers?
Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client.
I think I think this may be the headline. There may be a couple of headlines coming out of this interview. But this may be one of them. I don't have closed captioning enabled, so I don't have the subtitles, but this is a juicy segment.
To get payments of. Is it athletes? So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA?
Listen,
is it MLB? Is
there's
it rappers?
nothing. Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass, straight out. Okay, I don't need to be told. They like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not in the duping business. The athletes are great.
They like to get ripped off. The hip hop cult, those in the hip hop culture, the hip hop artists, the rap culture, the rap artists, they like to get ripped off. They like to get duped.
Tough to get payments of. Is it athletes? Is it NBA?
Listen,
is it MLB? Is
there's
it rappers?
nothing. Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass, straight out. Okay, I don't need to be told. They like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not in the duping business. The athletes are great. Business people are the best, right? You're the best client anybody could want because you're smart and you have money. You know, this is what you want. You want.
Shout out to the smart clients, guys. Original OC channel, Smart Watch Talk for the Smart Collector. Yeah, we don't do a live stream for people who like to get duped and people who like to get ripped off. We want the smart viewers, the smart collectors. I'm aligned with Trax on that one. Do business with smart people.
To buy a motorcycle, you're smart and you have money. You know, this is what you want. You want to buy a motorcycle, you want to buy some shit, you wire the money, you want your product, good night, goodbye. They want to be told, they want to be this, VVS, they want to go, they want to pull up to the shop with 50 extra people, one of them who wants to steal, one of them. It's the hood mentality. That's just really what it is. Now, that being said, you know.
The hood mentality, or I would call it the hoodlum mentality. Hoodlum mentality, but he refers to it as the hood, in the hood mentality.
Saying I'm a big fan of rap. Kodak Black, Boss Man D-Lo hit me up. Bobby Schmurder hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love
Shout out to Bobby Schmurder.
Boss Man D-Lo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Him, Kodak, and whatever. So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely.
Not completely. I don't want to shit on them completely. Only about 80 to 90%. I'm going to shit on them 80 to 90%, but not completely. I'm not going to shit on them completely.
Love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up.
When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it.
When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up broke.
Rapper.
And that's why they always end up broke. Interesting. Who is they?
But I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers.
Yes. They're stealing, Busta Rhymes, another great client.
And they're stealing. And they're stealing.
Broke.
Rappers.
Yes. They're stealing, Busta Rhymes, another great client of mine. They're stealing.
They're stealing.
They don't know how to manage their money, and their money's getting siphoned off, and they don't even know it. And then the person that's telling them what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving them the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality. And I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit.
There we go. Wow, that was a fascinating exchange. Just watch it again without mindless interruption.
Up, you know what I'm saying? I love Boss Man D-Lo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Him, Kodak, and whatever. So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. It is 50 this, VV. Okay.
Is it athletes? Is it? So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA?
Listen,
is it MLB? Is it rappers?
Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay. If you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass. Straight out. Okay. I don't need to be told, they like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not in the duping business. The athletes are great. Business people are the best, right? You're the best client anybody could want because you're smart and you have money. This is what you want. You want to buy a motorcycle. You want to buy some shit. You wire the money. You want your product. Good night. Goodbye. They want to be told. They want to be this, VVS. They want to go, They want to pull up to the shop with 50 extra people, one of them who wants to steal, one of them. It's the hood mentality. That's just really what it is. Now,
That being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of rap. Kodak Black, Boss Man D-Lo hit me up. Bobby Shmurda hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love Boss Man D-Lo. That's my favorite rapper right now. Him, Kodak, and whatever. So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely, you know, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it. And that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers?
Yes. They're stealing, you know, Busta Rhymes, another great client of mine. They're stealing. They don't know how to manage their money, and their money's getting siphoned off, and they don't even know it. And then the person that's telling them what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving them the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality. And I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit, man.
And there you have it. I want to thank the PBD podcast. PBD, is that what it's called? PBD podcast. Boom. I'm going to drop a link to the PBD podcast channel in the chat. I want to thank you for allowing me to replay your content, your copyrighted content, under fair use, consistent with U.S. copyright law. Let's do this. Last chance. If anybody has any key insights that you want to share, and I mean, you can type them into the chat, obviously. But if you have any key insights or takeaways, if you were taking notes during the interview and you jotted down a couple of key bullet points, like I did, I typed in some key bullet points. Like he said, he estimated that he pays, I think, $40,000 in rent for the bottom level, and maybe another $10,000 for the upper level. Like maybe 50. I think he said $50,000 or $60,000 per month in rent for his lease. That was an interesting little data point. He also indicated that he doesn't seem to know a lot about his actual numbers, but he said, you know, he made $5 million in revenue in December. It's a lot of money. And he approximated his annual revenue at $40 million a year. So that's a lot, but this is not a high margin business. Not a super high margin business. So after leases and insurance and cost of goods sold and everything, he's probably lucky to clear 10% on everything. Probably less. You know, it's a lot of effort and a lot of risk. But anyway, let's do this. We'll do a 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. If anybody wants to jump on the panel, jump on, share any salient takeaways or analysis. This is the original OC channel. Smart watch talk for the smart collector. We typically talk watches here. Boring ASMR watch talk. I'm rocking. This is my daily. It is the Rolex Day-Date 40 in platinum with the ice blue dial. There's no iced out diamonds on this thing. There's no nothing. It's just the boom, the president bracelet with the hidden crown clasp. Reach for the crown, guys. Reach for the crown. OC is king. Pretty fair comment. I can't disagree with that. I'm 15 minutes behind. Been taking phone calls all day about Trax. Pull up the clip where he said, I'm not going to do that. I don't even know where it is. Need timestamps, guys. But listen, guys, thank you for joining me on this Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Tuesday morning, January 6th, for the special live watch along. It's the new TraxNYC interview with Patrick Bet David. See, I remembered his name. Plus, it's written on the screen in front of me, so I can't forget it. Called them PB&J the other day. PB&J broadcast. It's the PBD podcast, and I dropped the link in the chat. I want to thank those guys for allowing me to play the clip. Huge shout out to TraxNYC, to Max Agajani, the King of New York. Trax, we're Team Trax. Team Trax. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. If anybody wants to jump on, the pin is linked and the link is pinned. And if you enjoyed the live coverage, like the live stream. If you're watching this on the replay, like the stream. Guys, get to 30 likes. Come on. We had a ton of people watching. And nobody liking. 30-second warning. 30-second warning. Does anybody want to talk about anything? If not, that's cool. We can open it up. We can do, what does Curly call it? Park Bench Deluxe. Park Bench Deluxe. By the way, I'm rocking the Grinch today. Iced coffee. This was a coffee that I bought yesterday, put it in the fridge, had it this morning. Shout out to Mickey D's. By the way, if you're a member of the OC channel, don't forget about the awesome custom emojis. We've got McDonald's, we've got Rolex, we've got AP, we've got Vacheron, we even have an Omega. We even have Omega in there. So if you have a star next to your name, get the free super chat. You get the special emojis. Get your name bolded. Special members only streams and content. Last chance, guys. Come on, someone jump on. Someone jump on. Don't be scared. That's right. We're giving a platform to heroes. If you want to be a hero, jump on the platform. Become the next YouTube superstar right here. We will springboard you into superstardom right here from this channel. All right. I want you guys to have an amazing Tuesday. Let's see. I'll hang out for like 2 more minutes. Let me just see if there's anything else interesting going on that's breaking news that we should cover. Let me see if I have, hold on a second here. We like to bring you the breaking news. All right. If you're going to join the panel, please create an avatar. Guys, yeah, I see you. Where's your avatar? Come on. People with broken avatars, it's not professional. It's not professional. But Mathis is co-CEO of the Watch Colony Channel Network, so he gets a free pass. What's up, Mathis?
That's right. Great stream, OC. We learned a lot from this one.
We did learn what are the 1 or 2 things that you learned from this new interview with TraxNYC? Any particular data points that you want to reiterate for the audience?
Well, the way he explained how those guys moved in and the way they did all that in the very beginning.
That was new information.
I didn't know any of that.
And that was a lot of open questions, like, hey, like who owns this place and why are they so close together? And he did a lot of like the early part of the interview was a lot of disparaging comments about Akai. You know, how when they came in and they were 5 years ago, they started supposedly blurring the lines between Trax and their business. So he went hard on them from the very beginning, and I guess that they bought a huge chunk became a landlord of that area, which that was always a great area. People were always asking, like, who runs the space? You know, does Trax own it? Does Akai own it? Does somebody else? And so he did add a little bit of color on that particular issue. What do you did you get a sense that Trax is a really good businessman? What do you think about his grasp of the business and strategy?
I would say he's a cutthroat businessman. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't handle things. I kill people with kindness, but I have.
Yeah.
I'm not a big.
You have
I'm a
different
one-man
styles.
business kind of deal.
Yeah, you have different styles in management. But,
Yeah, he's able to do all that stuff and stay calm. Like
yeah,
wouldn't be.
That's not a word I would attribute to Trax.
He's able to do all that stuff and not throw a punch. You know what I mean? I don't have that. I just I can't do that.
So he's able to become a maniacal raving lunatic all the way up to the line, but not throw a punch and cross the line.
It's very.
But you wouldn't do that. You would get physical. You would actually get violent.
Just by natural, just like by a natural reaction. Then, oops, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he fell. You're incriminating yourself in other legal proceedings, by the way. He fell. And he also brought up Roman. Actually, the PBD guy brought up Roman and Trax. Oh yeah, he's a great guy. I learned a lot from him. He talked about hip hop culture. He talked about his business doing like approximately 40 million a year. They asked him about his goals for next year. He goes, I don't know. Yeah, grow a little bit, make a little money, maybe grow 20%. He has no plan. He's just, everything is very ad hoc and very spontaneous with him. He has no, I mean, they asked, hey, say, what are you going to do like for 2026? He's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy silver. Like maybe I'll buy like silver mining. I mean, this is like, how are you going to grow your business strategically? It's like, oh, I could just close the business down. I'll just put it all in silver mining. Okay. Crazy stuff. What do you got on tap today, Matt, or this week? Anything interesting?
Oh, I got a couple gigs, but I'm waiting to see the live stream that they're going to make. The Trax 24/7 live stream from inside their office. Just a fisheye camera, and then the people can like zoom wherever they want. That would be cool. Like a 360 camera live.
Yeah, they should have actually 4 cameras, from different vantage points, and they could show, and you could be able to choose which vantage point to zoom in on, like a security system, and then you could, the Trax. I like that name, Trax 24/7.
Trax 24/7. Watch him scream at that guy all day long, starting tomorrow.
Did he say he was going to do that, or is that your idea? All right.
He said he mentioned it. I'll be right back in a minute.
Yeah, this was a fascinating interview. By the way, check this out. This was someone asked me to pull this up.
Oh, yes, please. I want to see this.
Okay,
you started driving, but...
don't watch while driving.
To step in an MMA type fight when you've never done it before, that's some balls right there. This guy's got balls, okay? He's got balls. He's 130 pounds, but... Oh, okay. It's okay. At least he did it.
Yeah. It was also fascinating when...
Was that Lolex that choked him out? Did Lolex just do that
it was.
to him?
Yeah. Lolex is very powerful. I've never seen anyone win 15 hands at roulette. What do you call it when you 15 rounds of roulette? What do you call it when you do it when you play
Listen,
in a row?
I
You won
won.
15 consecutive rounds at roulette, made a fortune. That's where he
You
got all
know,
his money. You know, we were there to
during
witness
that,
it all.
I handed Lola $100 bill, and he handed me back 300. And then I handed him $100 bill, and he handed me back. I made $400 that day. I
Wow, that's
witnessed it. I was there.
shout out to Lolex. If you're watching, jump on the panel.
Lolex who choked out Trax. Oh, dang, that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it looks physical. Very, yeah, they're really fighting. Not like that free pay-per-view you made me watch a couple of weeks ago with the what was his name?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Fake WWE boxing.
Except for that last round. That last round was pretty real.
Yeah. Got his jaw broken, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
He's going to be sipping through a straw for the next month.
What do you make of Trax's technique here? Can you do a
Not
play-by-play?
bad. This is just an anger. This is like two nerds fighting angrily. There's no style. No one's breathing right. This is just two amateurs, which is fine, and they're both doing good. They're both pretty. They're both taking shots. I'm not looking to get hit like this. No way. You know, it's not fun. These guys must have really not liked each other to keep fighting like this. Because he choked him out and then they let him up and they're fighting again. So this is bad blood. But 230 pounders. If Diego was in this ring, he'd smash both these guys. And I got a little surprise for you in 1 minute, OC.
Okay. Sounds like fun. By the way, there's a breaking news out of Philadelphia this morning. Check this out. We'll play this.
Developing this morning, police are looking for two suspects after they say they robbed and shot a man in Northeast Philadelphia. It happened just before 1 this morning on North Street in Oxford Circle. Police said the 23-year-old victim was walking to his friend's house when two men robbed him and then shot him in the leg. Both those robbers got away with his Rolex watch and necklace.
Aw.
Shot him in the leg, did he? He said that?
Shot him in the leg.
Damn.
Hey, this business.
Dude, he's the king of New York right now, Trax.
Trax is the undisputed king heavyweight champion of New York.
Trax.
All right, let's see what else is going on. Anything else? Thanks for jumping on, Mathis. We had a great stream. Thanks to everybody in the chat for participating. We'll do another 2-minute warning. If anybody wants to jump on, join me and Mathis. If you have questions for Mathis, enter them in the chat. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. That'll be the perfect time to show you this exclusive right at the end here.
Let's do it.
If there's any questions, you got to read it to me.
Sure thing.
How's the 2-day coffee?
Not bad. As soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go get some more.
Oh
I got nothing to do today. Nothing to do. Got some messages, but pretty much, yeah, I'm retired, so just hanging out. Maybe I need a haircut. I'd like to get where do I go to get a good haircut? Is there a good Azerbaijani barber close by? I think so. Yeah, let's we'll go back to this real quick. Let's remind everybody what Trax or Max said about his favorite clients. Here we go.
Bro, that's a different level, man. You know, a bunch of people.
Easy
man.
to deal with.
The best. Listen, bro, this is the best that America has to offer.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's the best America has to offer.
So let me ask.
Would you agree with Mr. Beast is the best America has to offer? Mathis, your thoughts? No thoughts. All right, cool.
All right,
Who is
OC.
tough to get payments of?
All right. Yeah. Hold on there. Yeah. Oh no. Look at this. Mathis
just
broadcasting live.
I was too late. I woke up too late. I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be a cameraman.
Wow.
So I tried to get the exclusive, but I failed, OC.
Listen, we have Mathis was serving as a live correspondent, field correspondent on the scene from.
I thought I was going to catch
Valuetainment.
Trax outside. I was going to get an interview. He was supposed to meet me outside.
Yeah, you were gonna ambush him, but you're too late. It's an empty parking lot now. You're too late. Very cool, Mathis. Thank you. All right, last time we're gonna play this clip. Don't give away your location, by the way, because
there's some big security guys coming over. I gotta go.
Run. just say, hey, I'm. Yeah, don't say anything. Drive away fast. All right, here we go.
Is it athletes? So let me ask you, out of all the people you do business with, who is tough to get payments of? Is it athletes? Is it NBA?
Listen,
is it MLB? Is it rappers?
Well, hold on. There's nothing worse than the rap culture or the rap client. I don't give a fuck. Okay? If you're a rapper and you don't want to do business or you don't do this, take your money and shove it up your fucking ass. Straight out. Okay? I don't need to be told, they like to get ripped off. They like to get duped. I'm not in the duping business. The athletes are great. Business people are the best, right? You're the best client anybody could want because you're smart and you have money.
Smart.
You know, this is what you want. You want to buy a motorcycle. You want to buy some shit. You wire the money. You want your product. Good night. Goodbye. They want to be told. They want to be this VVS. They want to go, They want to pull up to the shop with 50 extra people, one of them who wants to steal, one of them. It's the hood mentality. That's just really what it is. Now, that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of rap. Kodak Black, Boss Man D-Lo hit me up. Bobby Schmurder hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love Boss
Shout out
Man
to
D-Lo.
Schmurder.
That's my favorite rapper
They tried
right
to
now.
Schmurder
Him,
me with
Kodak,
my own
and whatever.
chain.
So I love it. And Young M.A. was a great rapper. Cardi B, great. So I don't want to shit on him completely.
Not completely.
You know, but I'm not going to hold back because I'm not here to, and they understand that.
Don't
you know
hold
what
back.
I'm saying? When it comes to the money, they don't know how to do it, and that's why they always end up broke.
Rappers, as fuck.
Yes, they're stealing. You know, Busta Rhymes, another great client of mine. They're stealing.
They're stealing.
They don't know how to manage their money, and their money's getting siphoned off, and they don't even know it. And then the person that's telling them what's up is the enemy. The person that's giving them the bad news is the enemy. It's the mentality, and I'm not with that mentality. I'm just not with it. I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah,
I want.
There you go. And of course, you can see Patrick here agrees 100%. He's like, he's not. Is he nodding in agreement, or is he kind of looking skeptically at this? Like, what the fuck did you just say? What? Are you sure? Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Reach for the crown and the cross. Have a great Tuesday. You can drop off now. Sometimes when I say like, okay, you can drop off now, the viewership goes up. I'm not sure why that happens, but more people tune in when that happens. I want to thank the PBD podcast. I'm going to drop them a link. Mathis reporting live from PBD. I want to thank them. I'm going to drop the link. Listen, I'm going to send over some traffic over to them. It's a small channel. Subscribe if you like this stuff. This is not my favorite. I mean, I don't even know what this guy is. I don't know. I don't know his valuetainment podcast. I don't know what they cover. Blah blah. I don't even know. All I know is they had Roman on one time, and I saw it one time. Sneakergate. Remember Sneakergate? And I think that's it. Said no planning, no prep. That's just a show. I wanted to bring you guys real time commentary and coverage of the premier of the TraxNYC interview on this channel. All right. Peace out. Have an awesome day. Love you guys. If you're watching on the replay, probably not. No one's going to watch on the replay. Peace out. Have an awesome day. Mwah. See ya.